on immediately.
It's asking. Hello? It's asking.
To bats.
Yeah, we want to see how trying to play to the best of the wicket, use the wicket, and see what comes out of it.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Didier, yes. If you had won the toss, what would you have done?
I have done batting first, but we lost the toss, so we are going to field first.
You've lost 3 times against Nigeria. You don't want to lose the final time.
Yeah, we don't want to lose final. So no matter how it started, but what matters is the way you ended. Yeah.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard from the 2 captains. Sylvester Okpe from Nigeria. He won the toss and has elected to bat. Didier Indikubumana said, if I had won the toss, I would have loved to go into bat. He's 3-0 and he does not want to go down 4-0. This is the big final. The match 20th of the West Africa Trophy, proudly sponsored by Dafabet, organized by the Nigerian Cricket Federation. The big question is, who takes home this trophy? Will it be Nigeria or Rwanda? Time will definitely tell.
And that is it from here. You can hear the toss taking, and you've seen it all. The team's pleasantries is the big stage here, and it's Nigeria versus Rwanda. On the mics with me today will be Sheun Ajidagba, Sheun Deku, John Tamino, and with me, my humble self, Endurance Ofem. It's a beautiful afternoon. The crowd here, the spectators are here, the students are here. Umpires already strolling in. It's Nigeria who won the toss and will be batting. Center umpires today. That's the Rwandan team for you. Is Didier Ndikubamana, Emmanuel Sabereme, Eric Hamza Khan, the man who's led the batting with runs, Kabare Irakoze. This man filled with talent, yet to deliver. We hope he comes up today with ball and bat. Oscar Martin Akayezu, Mohamed Nadia, the danger man, left arm spinner, Ochide Tuyisenge, the man who's leading all-time Rwanda T20 cricket runs. Rukiriza Emile and Zapi Bimiyana, all in business today. Let's hope they come to the party and ensure Nigeria will have to beg for results here. Captain Sylvester Okpe is back on the side leading his team. Ademola Onikoyi, the experienced campaigner Daniel Ajeku, Asia Joshua, Danladi Isaac Okpe, the under-19 captain Karen Ridwan, Peter Hall, that man Guinness record holder, Ronshenwe Sulaimon, we call him the runs machine for Nigeria. Sheson Adedeji, Udekwe Chiemele, and 12th man will be Taiwo Mohammed. Joining me again is Ajidagba in the comms box. Together we will do your honors in ensuring that we give you all the details and information you need about this game, this tournament. And at this point, this is game number 20 on day 10 of this tournament. Ajidagba, you are welcome once again.
Endurance, super excited to join you at the commentary position. This is the crescendo. This is where it matters the most. All that has happened from when this competition started on the 4th of October doesn't matter. This is where it matters. Who leaves the trophy? That's the big question. We saw the 2 captains at the center. The captain of Rwanda wanted to bat if he had won the toss, but unfortunately he lost the toss, and the captain of Nigeria, Sylvester Okpe, said they would love to bat first, thereby putting them to go in and, of course, field. They are starting things differently. Emmanuel Sebareme is coming from the Court of Appeal end. The usual suspects are starting for Nigeria.
You know, Ajidagba, we did talk about it. What we expected them to slow things down a bit, and that's exactly what we have seen here. Emmanuel starting from the Court of Appeal end. On the mark is Ronshenwe. Here we can hear the crowd, and that one is being chased down. Run out opportunity, unbelievable, unnecessary. And it's Nigeria who will try for this one. Comfortable 2 taking, and they wanted a third indecision in between, and they will run. It's Daniel Ajeku who departs. Quite disappointing. Here we can hear the crowd. Unrequired. That man, Hamza Khan, did all the hard work, got there, and see, we could see the hesitation there by both batters. Eventually deciding to go for it, but Daniel Ajeku did not make his ground. Again, it's the big man, the experienced campaigner, Onikoya Ademola, who joins Ronshenwe Sulaimon. Not what Coach Chikolo wants at this moment. Again, Ajidagba, we talked about giving out wickets, and this is just one of them.
Up until where he got to the teammates, Daniel Ajekum is very upset. Before now, he was one of those players that have played the longest innings. But unfortunately, this had to happen. Not what they bargained for. But Rwanda don't care.
Good stuff. Onikoye, not from one. He nicks it and he will walk Onikoye. He knows it. 2 wickets in 4 deliveries. This is not what the Nigerian team wants. Somebody will have to shoulder some responsibility here for Nigeria. The needed break by Rwanda. We talked about these things. We always have them happen in big games like
Emmanuel Sebareme's over has been a fantastic over. And the captain's decision to give him the ball to open things can be seen to be one of the best decisions taken. And of course, by now, the man Sulaiman will be saying, if we had known, we would have just taken that too and just allow Daniel Agekum. But it does happen in a game of cricket.
I tell you what, this is then opportunity for Sheson Adedeji to stand up and be counted for Nigeria. He's got a lot on his shoulders. And it's Emmanuel Sebareme who's the man that will be smiling at the moment. He's taking 2 wickets in this over. Just 3 runs on the board. 1 run out. And a nick, a tiny nick. Onikoye Ademola, truly a gentleman, walking before the umpire could raise his finger.
His job is done. We will have to wait for the second innings where we'll be fielding.
Sheson take the dot.
Sheson Adedeji, some 2 years ago in Rwanda, the tournament Nigeria went for was Nigeria's best batter. Emmanuel Sebareme doing excellently well, and I'm sure the fans back home will be screaming his name. Come do it, Sebareme. Just like the fans here will be saying, Sheson and Sulaiman, take us home.
No, it's a call. I'll tell you what, we talked about it at Jidagba. We talked about the role of spin bowling in this game. They've said, here we can hear the crowd and that one's bowling, and you expect them to come through. That's that first run out. Indecision by both batters. Eventually, so Onikoye Ademola's wicket will have to take a walk knowing he nicked it. That was a faint nick. Again, the duo of Sheson Adedeji and Ronshewe will have to walk through this. As expected, it is Mohamed Nader who comes into the attack. The left-arm spinner will play a major role in this one. Beautiful first over for Rwanda at the moment. And I'm sure the back home will be excited. Bob and his team, his gang I call him, will be happy with what they've seen so far. Again, 19 overs still in the play, 8 wickets left. We have time in our hands. Only time will tell us the position of the game after 1 hour 30 minutes.
We talk about those guys, Bob Bashir Songa, Mary Minor, and all the likes in Rwanda. Steve Musale, Charles Harper definitely will be excited. Former president, current president, and all of them, they'll be very excited. You need to build partnership. The communication has to be top-notch.
Ronchewe understands this, and Mohamed Nader knows the importance of this wicket. Brilliant bowling in the line. The pressure is up. Nigeria would not want to lose any wickets from this moment. Wait is the call.
Mohamed Nadir doing justice with the ball. This battle that started between Nigeria and Rwanda on October 4, which was the first time they will be meeting at senior level, is an ongoing battle. They will meet each other again in Namibia. Appeal from Mohamed Nadir and his teammates. Vastly experienced Kehinde Olabiwonu is unperturbed.
Oh, what a chance given. Not what you want to do at this stage. If you are Rwandan, unbelievable.
And endurance, that guy is one of the players at this tournament that has one of the best catches, Martin Akayezu.
Akayezu, you can't do that. What is happening here, Jidagba?
It's cricket.
We did talk about it. Short there for the taking. And he's hit that in the air. But Martins didn't really hold on to that one. They know it. The Rwandans are quiet. That is a wicket they needed. Another live. Do we say fortune favors the brave here?
You can say that again. They've given him another life and something to think about. Suleiman Ruchewe.
That would have been a maiden wicket, but dropped there. Nader would take a maiden. Brilliant shot through to Longon, who comes into play. Chesson on the mark.
The importance of this game cannot be overemphasized.
We talked about it. We want a good game, and we're having it. It's in our hands. Short and plays across it. That kept really low. Trouble here for Nigeria. Think this one through. Ajidagba, they have to think it through.
And the replay says it all, talking about thinking it through. That was a golden opportunity.
Wait is a call. I sense some kind of pressure here today.
There is pressure.
The big stage. We will have it. Nigeria in front of their home fans. Someone will have to stand up and be counted. Unbelievable, unnecessary. This is unbelievable. This is really unbelievable. This Nigerian side, we have to think this one through. It's Suleiman who ran himself out. Straight to the field and would want that. It's unnecessary. 2 runouts in the power play. 4
They are saving the last. There was hesitation. There was hesitation. Chesson also tried to make that move. But then it was too difficult.
Well, somebody will have to stand up and be counted, but I think the Rwandans have done some themselves real good. This is what you expected. We talked about the spin options playing a crucial role in this game, And that is what Rwanda have done today, taking the pace of the ball and let the batters work their heads off and make the mistakes. We have seen them 2 run outs within these 3 wickets. An unlucky dismissal there by Oniko's wicket. But again, this is what cricket is all about. We hope that somebody will dig this one out and get Nigeria out of this digging time. Looks like a nail on the coffee for Nigeria, but then who's going to stand up and play that innings the home fans want?
In comes Danladi Isaac. Against Rwanda. He won player of the match. That game, Nigeria won by 6 wickets.
All sort of pressures now. Runs are drying up. And his wickets chasing runs. 1 ball left from this 3rd over. He goes big. This man knows how to do his business. He's really pissed off this time. It's Danladi Isaac, who will immediately get on the mark here for Nigeria. And it's end of the 3rd over. It's 3 for 8. Brilliant shot. A master stroke on the offside.
Not even a soothsayer will have predicted that after the 3rd over, Nigeria will have lost 3 wickets.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ajidagba, this is cricket. We've seen these things. They happen. Low total finals.
Mohamed Nadir back at the pavilion end for his 2nd over and the 4th for the team.
This is going to be a good game, Ajidagba. I tell you, whatever runs we see on the board today will be keenly contested for. That I assure our fans and spectators around the world following this West Africa Trophy tournament. What we have on our screen, what we're seeing is Rwanda versus Nigeria in the final game. Nigeria have dominated this tournament, winning all 9 of their 9 games, and this is the 10th one. Beating Rwanda 3 times, beating Ghana 3 times, and beating Sierra Leone 3 times. But this time, in the finals, they have to worry about Rwanda. Big shout there. Umpire Kendi Olabiwonu not keen on that one. The umpires here are under pressure. They're going to be questioned a lot of times by the bowlers. They will have to decide their own fates as well.
You can say that again.
Some aggression there from Nader. Cheson Adedeji, a big opportunity for him to stand up and be counted in front of his home fans. Brilliant shot. This one will go through the covers. Races all the way. This is a trademark for Cheson Adedeji. This is brilliant to see. Is he going to be the one to play that innings to bring Nigeria out of this trouble? The score races to 12 from 3.4 overs.
Nigerians will be hoping for these guys to stay there longer. This knack for always taking off when it's not certain is one aspect they need to cut off.
Most important thing is to call. You have to decide quickly what you want. Yes, no, wait. Those 3 calls will have to come into play and very loud while you are batting.
Good over from both teams. Mohamed Nadir and of course Nigeria. You can see Nigeria's performance. The first 3 batters, Rushewe, Ajekun and Ademolo Nikoyi, faced 12 balls. The 3 of them and only 2 runs was scored. Paltry 2 runs.
Poor show here. Scorecards nothing to write home about. But Nigeria seeking that inroad. It's Rwanda who have dominated the first 4 overs of proceedings. Nobody wants to be in this situation. 3 for 12 after 4 overs. Clearly, Rwanda have changed strategy. The Nigerian team will have to be ready for this and ensure they keep on asking those questions, providing answers to those questions asked by Rwanda. Is Rukiriza Emile who comes into play, another spinner from the Court of Appeal end. Big booming drive this time through the fielder. They had covers. Danladi Isaac making some fight of this game. I'm not going to go down without fighting. They know it. Rwanda knows what it takes. They know they need more wickets. They need to squeeze this Nigerian side. They understand it. Emilia will have to come to the party. It's a strategy Rwanda have taken, and a spin that is going to play a larger role in this innings. There again shot, and therefore the offer wasn't taken.
Danladi Isaac felt Emile gave him sweet. But as sweet as it was also a dangerous sweet.
I tell you what, these things happen, but what do you require to do? Someone to steady the ship and bat through the innings, finding that partnership. Let's hope Danladi and Chesson will bring Nigeria out of this one. But again, Rookie are dotting away. Just 2 from 4 deliveries.
We all know Rukiriza. When Rwanda came back from that shocking loss against Sierra Leone, the 2 runs loss, the game that they won by 5.
Brilliant shot this time through cover point. And this will go all the way, slows down the outfield. Quality running between wickets. Between both 3 runs taken from there, 17 for 3 after 4.5 overs. Gradually, Nigeria working hard to come out of this. But again, the loss of those big wickets will continue to play in their minds, and they know it, the fans know it, the spectators know it.
Danladi Isaac cutting a dehydrated figure, and I'm sure you'll be requesting for water after this over.
Brilliant piece of fielding there by these Rwandans, and making sure everyone will have to work hard for this.
5
This
gone,
time,
17
cover
runs for
point.
loss of 3 wickets. And you have to say that of the 3 wickets, 2 were human made. 1 was an unfortunate incident. The wicket of Ademolo Nikoyi, the most unfortunate one. But that of Sulaiman and
Stand up and be counted.
Daniel, see that needless, and you could see from him Taiwo Mohammed today is the 12th man. But there's plenty of talent in the squad.
Again, that man Mohamed Nade comes back to the attack from the pavilion end. It's 17 for 3 after 5 overs. We're into the last over of power play. And it's Mohammed who's still asking questions. Dan Larry Isaac will take this one. This is great character here from Dan Larry Isaac. He's got to work extremely hard. If Nigeria will have to come through this one. He goes big, swings and miss.
Endurance credit must go to the Rwandan bowlers, ensuring that Nigeria did not have much joy in that power play. But the most important thing is for Nigeria is to form a formidable partnership and build those innings.
Mohamed Nader to Dan Larry Isaac. Big shot, good call. Brilliant running here. That was there for the take. However, you'll be scared anytime considering those two early run-outs.
And that was a great attempt from Zapi Bimeimana, who is here to come in to bowl. The captain Didier is still trusting the spinners. Sheson Adedeji must be careful and more importantly, play the overs. Himself and Dan Larry Isaac, who currently is the non-striker.
In the air, straight to the man at covers. Unbelievable. It's there to be taken, and Rwanda will smile. More problems, more worries for Nigeria here. It's Rwanda who are the ones enjoying the moment. There you see, really enjoying the moment. They know they've got Nigeria in all sorts of troubles. Now they're flighted that one, there for the take. But Chesson looked to go on the up, didn't clear the inner ring. And straight to the man at mid-off.
Sheson Adedeji has had a tournament to forget. All through this tournament, Sheson Adedeji has not scored 20 runs in a particular game. And that's a cause for worry for him also, based on the talent he possesses.
I mean, we always see them having those potentials, but again, they need to be actualized. They've got it in them. They just have to believe. I thought it would have gone all the way, but hanging in between was not required. Again, that's what happens when you've lost wicket early on. Your mind is in between. You're not sure what you want to do. Should you go big? Should you hold back? But again, basic cricket, hit it on the ground, and you get your runs.
Rwanda are prepped up for today. Yesterday in 9 overs, which was a reduced over. They didn't even exhaust the 9 overs. They were all out in 6.1 for 24 runs. In comes Ridwan Abdulkarim. Can he come and steady the ship? He loves to run in between the wickets.
Quicker delivery. Great thinking from Mohamed Nader. 1 for 5 from 3 overs. Brilliant bowling figures, that man.
There you have it. Nothing so positive to report about the Nigerian batters, except for Danladi Isaac, who is on 100% strike rate.
But again, they've got something to play for. I mean, they've got Karim, Danladi Isaac. They've also got Isaac Okpe, the Okpe brothers, yet to bat. Peter Ahau. They've got some batting here. All they need to do is take their time and bat through. Unfortunately, no one can listen to me here, but I'm sure Steve Tikolo is doing just that. Emilie is back from the Court of Appeal end. Now would go the fielder coming around that one. Hamza Khan helping with plenty of fielding from the dip. Danladi Isaac working really hard here. He knows it. He knows the opportunity is there for him to deliver for Nigeria today. An opportunity given is expected to be taken.
Hamza Khan, the Pakistani turned Rwandan, having his first major tournament with this Rwandan side.
Brilliant dab through the slip region.
Ochide goes for it. Opening the full face of the bat to just get that 2 runs, which is an additional run. Will today be the day for Danladi Isaac to score those runs? Time will tell.
Again, they have lived dangerously there. Unnecessary, uncalled for, I'll say. But the Nigerian team will have to think this one through. You've had 2 run-outs. You don't want another. But again, it's 1 in the bag. And it's Karim and Danladi. Very quick between wickets.
But that was also quick from Sebareme, and the way the wicketkeeper Dide picked that ball. If Karim was some minutes or seconds late, it could have been a different thing entirely. Wide ball, they will take it.
Umpire Dairu Enese, the man, we call him the tall man from Kaduna, Dr. D, signaling those ones. That one came back.
Dairu Enesi, former player. It's a lot of pace when he was bowling.
Well, Redwan, this young man is grown to become a man. But again, that would depend a lot on how many he helps Nigeria with. It's the end of the 7th over and it's 24 for 4. Here we can hear the crowd, and that there you go. The wickets there taken by Rwanda. It's Danladi Isaac who will do justice here for Nigeria. And it's that man, Kabare Irakoze, who comes into the attack from the pavilion end of the TBS cricket over.
And those cheerleaders are giving us excitement. Not also forgetting the DJ on the wheels of steel, DJ Lexus. Oh,
Through the gaps. Will this go all the way? Fielder coming around. That's another boundary picked up. Dan Ladi Isaac ensuring that anyone offered is taken. First one from Irakoze.
that was a bit too
DJ
full.
Lexus.
But again, he was lucky where Ochide to Izenge was.
Beautiful turn. Survives that one. That's another scare.
Ladi Isaac will be hoping and praying that his jersey number can be the kind of scoreline he will be posting personally. 70.
That will require a lot of hard work from this moment. It's Rwanda on the driving seat. I can tell you from this moment, they're happy about it. That's another big turn, another dot ball.
And Irakoze is among those few players to pick 2 player of the match awards at this tournament, the West Africa Trophy, sponsored by Dafabet, organized by the Nigerian Cricket Federation. Just one run, Martin Akayezu. And talking about Irakoze, 1-2 player of the match. One, he said he wasn't too satisfied. He will have sacrificed it for that victory. That super over game they lost against Ghana by 3 runs. And the other game he picked up was the 9-wicket victory over Ghana. Kelvin Kabare Irakoze.
There's plenty of hard work still required here from these batters. It's Dan Ladi who's wearing the Amon Gamot. He grows big ball straight to the man. He's dropped. What a chance. What a chance. Missed. Unbelievable.
That's a missed opportunity there. Oscar Manishimwe giving Dan Ladi Isaac another life. We hope he doesn't regret it. You can see him.
He knows what it required. Brilliant chap. That was struck straight and hard at him. But he missed out on that one.
The students here are hoping for a miracle. They want to scream, and in the first innings, the only thing that can make
Martin Akayezu will be taking over from the Court of Appeal end in a game that looks like will give Rwandans something to cheer about. However, we know what it means to take and give chances. And let's see how Karim, the young under-19 captain, will follow proceedings from here.
And we all know Karim, on his day, is a dangerous batter. Nigerians will be hoping today is that day. That's more like a smell leather. Nigerians We'll be hoping today.
First one up. Brilliant movement onto the wicket. That goes wide. Nigeria will take that anytime, any day. Martin will have to do more. On the run, this chap off the back foot flicks, brings Irakose into play.
And you can see the cover. Immediately, Irakose tried to aim that wicket. There was double protection. Ochide Trizenge and of course Emmanuel Sebareme. We are currently in the night over.
Seun Deku, what's your take on this one?
Hi, Andy. I recall our analysis at the center. We talked about the prayer warriors and the fact that we will not be needing them. But Andy, recall our game against Sierra Leone, yeah, in one of the finals, and when we had to go into the net to pray. So a lot of pressure. 33 for 4, not the ideal start that the Nigerian cricket team would have desired, but I think it's a good opportunity for us to see how well they can rebuild the depth of the batting lineup for the team. They've recovered quite well, 33 for 4 in 8.4 overs. I'm still very confident in the team, in the team's ability to give us a decent total, but maybe with less, with a little bit, with not this much tension, I would say, endurance. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Seun Odeku. Well, we said it in the middle. We talked about the impact Spain was going to play, and we saw how they did it with Emmanuel and then Nader coming into play. Those two run-outs uncalled for, not necessary. By now, probably should be on 40 or 50. But again, these two batters, yes, they can bat Karim and Danladi Isaac. We've got the Okpe brothers here to bat. Peter Howe can hit it miles. So there's something here. But again, you don't have too many overs. You have 10 overs left, and then you have to start taking risks again. We are into the second half of this game, and we have to think through this process. But again, we can't take anything away from the fact that the Rwandans have bowled very well. They've missed 2 chances they should have taken, and we continue to hope that this game gives us something to cheer about.
You're on point, Andy. One of the most exciting talents to come out of Nigeria, real one, Abdul Karim. We get an opportunity to see it, to see him bat. Hopefully, you know, it looks like a skinny dude, but we've seen him eating miles, Andy. And a lot of, like you said, credit to the Rwandan team. While we're at the center before the start of the game, I saw that the spinners were bowling, and I could see they were turning it big. And, you know, just figured out that was their plan, and it worked out perfectly. But Nigeria also may have helped them with those run-out chances, like you mentioned.
Nigeria will be playing and praying for Mother Luck to smile on them. Based on what is happening, it's definitely not the kind of news people online, supporters of Nigeria, will want to see. But those supporting Rwanda are excited about this one day. And a good stop. Lovely fielding by Zapi Bimeimana. Lovely fielding. Seun, your take on that? See where he ran from, covering every space.
Very good fielding. Could easily have been a 4. But like they say, a run saved is a run made. and he was able to at least save his team 3 runs in that particular.
For those supporting
Talking
Rwanda,
about those that will be happy right now, I can imagine if the pavilion in Ganga Stadium is filled right now with people watching and cheering on for the Rwandan team. I'm sure they will be really excited by some of the situation they've got in Nigeria into right now. Looking all good for them, and I can just almost imagine being there right now and seeing all the smiles on people's faces, excited that their team has come to give us a fight.
it's a carnival-like situation in Ganga for those who have been there. And I'm sure all of them will be gathered in that place watching from their big screen, just like they watched when their female team qualified for their first ever World Cup. And that was their under-19 team, led by Gijel Ishimwe. Ten overs gone, 35 for 4. I'm sure Oluwaseun, if these two are there till the 15th over, then with a wicket at hand, they will just tell them open up, knowing that we still have some big hitters.
Yes, that's the benefit the Nigerian team has, the luxury they have, a very long batting lineup. They will probably need every bit of that tail today to wag as strongly as it can. They would want the likes of Isaac Okwe to come in and eat some big sixes. They will want the likes of Sylvester Okwe, who we know is a very good batsman in his own right, to come good today. They will want the likes of Prosper to also eat it big today. So yes, the plan, I'm sure, is for these 2 young men there to stay in, but also keep the scoreboard ticking, like they say, and then laying a foundation for, you know, what we may say is the closing overs of the first innings. I like the fact that, you know, despite the situation they find themselves in, the young men are batting so confidently. They're not timid in any way. They're playing their strokes. You know, when you find yourself in situations like this, there's a tendency for you to be hesitant. But they say hesitation is what kills people. Yeah.
Martin Akayezu into his second over. His first over was good. Anywhere will do. And their long throws are always very amazing to see. Eric Duzingizimana, the former captain of the Rwanda national team. Karim and Danladi have faced 37 balls and scored 26 runs in between them.
Massive six! Massive six! Massive six! 2 overs ago, I mentioned the fact that this young man looks skinny, but he can hit the ball miles. And that was a very good 6. Proper pull shot, they say.
Proper pull shot. And the pull shot led to something pulling him.
I think he may have cramped. He gotten a cramp.
26 runs
Shot,
in between
do you think
them.
that shot is worth the cramp? And that's endurance trying to relive his glory days. Unfortunately, it was a dropped catch in the stands. All hope is not lost. I've been privileged to have watched this young man play.
And so, Shehu, I cannot understand how you go from commentary to having a fractured finger, even for a dropped catch. And to think that the person who dropped that catch was former captain of the national team of Nigeria.
Yeah.
Endurance of FM, we are proud of you.
I can't fault Endurance in any way. I recall there was one of the games, one of this Australian series where Brett Lee bowled to, I can't quite remember who, but you know, the moment you retire, you start losing a lot of that coordination, and some of these things are just bound to happen. But you know, Endurance still plays in the league, still takes a lot of catches, still scores a lot of runs.
But which of there are 2 leagues in Nigeria, and those are some of the highlights. The wicket of Sulaiman Rushewe. But I just need you to help us understand that in Nigeria there are 2 leagues, Division 1 and Division 2. So where does Endurance play?
Endurance will have to answer that question. I can answer it from a past tense perspective. Endurance used to be in the Division 1, but his team is no longer in Division 1. Let me leave it at that.
Lagos Asians Cricket Club. And quickly, while they are showing us some highlights of what happened, it will be unfair if we don't get to feel her for some minutes. Fumi Amoni, what have you made of these games that has gone on? The third place quickly, and then the final that you are seeing.
Surprise, surprise, surprise. The third place was very surprising. You know, the Sierra Leone came and told us that we are saving the best for the last, of which they did in the last game and won against Ghana. Very, very interesting game. Twist and turn of the game. Not what we expected, but was a result that favored the Sierra Leone team. So far so good in this game. Another surprise. The Rwandan team are coming in again to twist and turn the game. Again, not what we are expecting, but it is game of cricket and we are expecting anything that comes our way. Thank you.
Thank you, Fumi. And the young man, everybody, like Burna Boy will say, everybody get roll, but nobody roll past anybody. And that was the team doctor, Ayodeji Olanriwaju. Ayodele coming in to give him the treatment that he needed. Ridwan Abdulkarim is back on his feet.
Back to the game now. Another boundary. Beautiful flick by Real One. Making it 10 runs from that over. That was a calypso shot in my own view. Well flicked. Just to the left of the man at 45. That's Kelvin. And playing it down. Square leg boundary for 4 runs.
That was funny to see what happened afterwards. Better bowling there from Martina Kayezu.
Absolutely. It's amazing how the game can change and turn around quickly. 47 for 4. 10.5 overs. Bowled. Another wonderful shot by Real One. Again, young man showing his class. Fantastic.
Maybe today is just the day for Ridwan Abdulkarim.
Yeah.
And Shehu, I know on top of your head, you might not recall when you made your international 26 Nigeria in between. But this young man made his debut for Nigeria against Sierra Leone on October 26, 2021, a Tuesday at the Unilag Cricket Oval. And fast track to this period now is almost getting to 2 years that he made his debut, and he has been showing some class.
Absolutely. Young man is, I would say, one of the biggest prospects that we have in this country. Fantastic leg spinner. He's got a lot of heart. Very, very solid batsman. I've seen him tear apart a lot of bowling, top bowling orders. I'm only hopeful that, as he continues to get more and more games in and build more and more experience, he will be better for it. It wasn't the best under-19 tournament for him. Struggled with the bat in Tanzania. And but glad to see that, he's back in the side. Again, due to the strength of the batting side in Nigeria, he's not really had the opportunity to score a lot of runs. He's been coming in at number 8, number 9 for the Nigerian team, and it just goes to show about the depth of the Nigerian batting side that we talk about. Real one at the club level, he plays 3 and 4 for his club, and he's one of the best in the league. So to see him playing 8 and 9 for Nigeria, just gives you a lot of confidence. As a captain, you always want to have that depth in your batting side, and again, they say when you get the opportunities, you take them with what? With both hands. Real one appears to be taking the opportunity given to him as a result of the early wickets today, and we're enjoying the shots he's playing. Yeah.
Like my late dad used to tell me those days, God bless his soul, you must make a choice to take a chance, or else your life might never change.
Run out chance there.
I'm sure they don't want to do that.
Not taken. A lot of dignitaries gracing us with their presence today at the Tafawa Balewa Cricket Oval. It's a grand finale. Ajilagba. Is there anybody amongst the dignitaries that we should be talking about?
Well, we've seen Colonel Jibuno, an ex-international, very much around. We've seen Kwame Asari, the president of the Ghanaian Cricket Association. Francis Trevor Samura has been around for a while. He's the president of the Sierra Leonean Cricket Association. The president of Nigerian Cricket Federation is very much around. I'm talking about Mr. Uyi Akpata. More people, and that's the trophy that you are seeing there, what they are actually fighting for. And of course, more dignitaries are joining us. And of course,
I suspect that that's the former governor of Lagos State.
yes, a cricketer himself.
Governor Ambode.
Yes, Akinwumi Ambode.
Welcome to the
Tafawa Balewa Cricket Oval. He was here on January 17, 2022, when they commissioned this ground.
a short break in play due to some grounds issues. That's been sorted by the groundsmen now, and I think it gives a good opportunity for the Rwandan guys to regroup, have a few conversations amongst themselves, talk to themselves about not, losing a hold of the game. They've gotten a strong hold on the Nigerian batting team. They don't want to lose it. On your screen, we have the beautiful view of Lagos State. That's the lagoon that separates Victoria Island from Ikoyi. The very, very eyebrow areas of Lagos. TBS sits just an Onikon, somewhere in between Victoria Island and Ikoyi, and also just bordering the governor's house.
I'm talking about the governor, the former governor of Lagos State. He's been introduced to people under the tree, the 4 o'clock group, and some ex-internationals led by the president of the Cricket Federation. Governor Akinwumi Ambode loves cricket with a passion. Former student of Federal Government College, Warri, old boys.
Again, I think if we were in, this tree, it's a pavilion in itself. And I think it's high time we look for a name for it. Lovely shot again by Real One to extra cover. Playing with no fear whatsoever. And doing well. Trying to get Nigeria back on track. Kabari trying to do the opposite, making sure that Nigeria doesn't get away and to break this partnership. A push to mid-wicket again, another run. Danladi doing very well. And another sloppy fielding by the Rwandan team, giving Nigerian team an extra run. A lot of credit to Real One being aware, staying in the game, being present, and taking advantage of that misfield. I do recall that when we were growing up, they tell us never run off a misfield. That wasn't the case.
And Shehu, you can see the partnership of Danladi Isaac and Karim Ridwan. 36 balls they faced and they scored 38 runs. Absolutely. Danladi on 22, Karim on 18. And for Karim, the team will be saying, carry on.
You're absolutely correct. And maybe just to ask, you know, there are a few things that we're taught growing up, and like I just talked about, which is never run off a misfield. I think some of those things need to be challenged with the way cricket has transitioned and developed nowadays. You know, you take advantage of every misfield now, especially in the shorter form of the game, which is the T20 form. And you just want to make sure that, you know, people lose games by one run, and that one run is always very important. Again, it just goes to show that a run saved is a run made. When you save a run, that places a lot of emphasis on why the fielding side should not be sloppy and allow singles. But all credit to Rwanda. 56 for 4, I'm sure if they had been offered this position this morning, even I would have taken it against this Nigerian team who's batted so well in this tournament. So 56 for 4 is fantastic. Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, on your screen, the former governor of Lagos State, Mr. Akiwumi Ambode, in company of the president of the Nigerian Cricket Federation, Mr. Uyi Akpata. I was telling you about, yes, they are screaming his name. They love him so much. They appreciate him, all smiles. And he's bowing to say thank you for all the love and the support. We love you. We love you. And he's going to the lounge. We're back to the game. Enough of all the paparazzis. Emmanuel Sebareme will be hoping to continue from where he stopped.
Lovely shot again by Real One. Would that be 2? Yes, comfortable 2.
They don't want to joke with those 2 runs.
Yeah.
Endurance needs to answer the query issued him by Shewadeku. How do you explain being at the commentary position and see having a broken finger?
These things happen. And so do we need to bring in the paramedics? Yeah.
No need of any inquest. The reason they are playing in Division 2.
Andy, are you moving with your team to Division 2?
Absolutely.
You've gotten offers to stay in Division 1.
I'm retired. I'm loving cricket. I'm enjoying myself. The most important thing is to be just pitch up for play.
Political response there by Endurance.
As usual, you can never box Endurance of Fame to a corner. The Endurance that I have known from secondary school days always has a perfect response for you. But back to the game, 58 for 4, 12.3 overs. Emmanuel Sebareme into his 3rd over.
Very well bowled by Emmanuel. Keeping Real One quiet. Lovely battle between ball and bat. It's good to see this level of cricket being played. Fantastic shot by Real One. Would I get to the boundary? Good stop. And the team take 2 runs. Fantastic running between the wicket. Beautiful fielding by Zappi.
And when you talk about Zappi, you expect him to zip it.
Again, this is what we want to see at this level. When you drop a shot, you get punished. And when the fielders have an opportunity to cover up for the bowler's mistakes, they execute it perfectly. I think one of the things we've seen is that RWANDA is able to play it on the back foot, is able to play it on the front foot, and that's put some pressure on the bowlers because they know that there's no room for error.
And you saw what he did, that 4 defensive. ICC approved it. They say it's a shot. Just like well left is also a shot. You bring about the aesthetics of the bowler. We have come to the end of the 13th over, 26 runs for 4 in between them. I'm quite surprised that he's yet to get a hold of the ball. Zappi Bimeimana. Oh, that was endurance of him.
Endurance.
Dropping a catch.
You know, there's a running joke we have about endurance. For those who don't know, endurance used to be a wicket keeper. And we say without his gloves, he's not useful on the field. And endurance is showing us that now.
Endurance of him. Great guy. Kevin Kabari Irakoze is still in search of his first wicket into his last over.
Suicidal run there.
But the most important thing is that communication that is important in a game of cricket was employed. Because when there is no communication, there was miscommunication.
Fantastic shot. Cut shot. Kabari dropping it just slightly short outside off stump. Danladi not letting that go.
There was
what we call no man move. No man move shot. Point and Gully just stood there looking at each other saying, you go for it. But it says, before they could. Fantastic shot again to just slightly wide of long off.
Didn't connect it quite well, but he would take one run and they are gradually jacking things up. 13.3 overs, 64 for 4.
Again, at the toss, we talked about the effect of the 12th man. I think we're beginning to feel that now. And the fans. Massive
maximum
by Abdul Karim. Real one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I think we're
70 for 4.
A young man making a name for himself on the bigger stage. Fantastic 6 over extra cover. One of the most difficult shots to play in this game of cricket. Again, not getting a full load of that. And just practicing that shot, shadow batting.
Just very quickly, Ridwan here, 28 runs off 25 balls, 2 4s and 2 6s. That is his statistics.
Yeah, it's put Nigeria back into a very good position. And I think at this point, that's where the maturity comes in. And we want to see that, where you need to then be very, very deliberate around how you execute throughout the rest of the innings.
49 balls faced, 52 runs. Danladi Isaac, 25 runs off 30 balls. Ridwan Abdul Karim, 22 runs off 23 balls. And I must say, Shewandeku, this is close to your alma mater, but I know you understand this street language. Now we they run this town. And when they say who runs this town, Karim runs this town because this is like his base, very close to where he resides. So you understand this pitch very well. And the pitch is also coming in to work in his favor. They want to have a bit of conversation, a tete-a-tete you want to say. 6 more overs to go. Mohamed Nadir.
I think, Sheon, thanks for pointing that out. That's one of the benefits of young men staying very close to good cricket facilities. I remember Abdul Karim here as a very young boy, not taller than 4 feet, always coming here, watching us, picking the balls in the net. He started off as a pace bowler, transitioned into a spin bowler. You know, the fact that his house is a walking distance from the prestigious Tafa Balewa Cricket Oval is really helped him, and we can see the impact of that. Again, we talk about facilities, and that's probably one of the agenda points that the NCF has set up, making sure that there are enough facilities around. You know, RWANDA's house is just, I'm sure if we get a drone shot, I could probably point to his house from the cricket pitch here. And that's really been helpful. That's been good for him because he's just able to wake up, come to the pitch, train, and put in a lot of effort. Beyond that, he's also seen a lot of games, you know. I can't recall a weekend where the young man has not been at the pitch when he was growing up. And, you know, a lot of credit to those who have supported him. Leke, the Lagos State Cricket Federation, Dele Oshodi, Ramon, a lot of, you know, young guys who just, in one way or the other, just, you know, they say in Nigeria, yeah, not even in Nigeria, in Africa, that it takes a village to raise a child sometimes. And I think RWANDA is a very classic example of that.
Thank you for taking us down memory lane, and the credits must also go to the man, Leke Oyede, the coach of the female national team, the female Yellow Greens, and they have christened him Elofo Kombale. That means let your mind be at peace.
Fantastic shot again. Over Gully. Is that going to get to the boundary? No, but they're going to take 3 runs for that. Great shot by Danladi. These two looking very comfortable. Rwanda will be asking themselves, could we have done anything differently? Endurance, what's your take on that? Do you think they could have, you know, done anything differently to stem this flow of runs that we're seeing in the last few overs?
Well, Shenwodeku, we talked about what spin was going to do, and they did it at the beginning. I thought they would have stayed on and held on to that spin attack. But again, bringing back the pace bowlers. And these boys have played beautifully. There you see again, amazing shot by this young star. Straight over the bowler's head. What a way to say I am in control of this innings. And we've seen class out by this young man. Yes, we've given credit to the coach who brought him up, Leke Oyede. But trust me, he's grown in bounds, being the under-19 captain and coming back here. I mean, a lot of investment has gone into this young star. We talk about the village-like, community-like development. That's what we have seen. If I was the Rwandans, I probably would have stuck on to what worked. But tell you what, pace is not Nigeria's problem right now. We're continuing to see how it is.
Very well said, Endurance. Very well said. You know, you talked about the Lagos State Cricket Stakeholders Forum early on. We've talked about so many other things. I think, you know, this is one of those days where I can genuinely say that my heart is full. You know, seeing a young man come through the ranks, playing at this level. I don't know what else you want to ask for, Andy.
Sean, you know, when we talk about giving opportunities to the young stars, and if they come of age, you have to let them carry on. There's no other time to give these young stars this opportunity. Danladi, Isaac, and Karim, in the situation Nigeria found ourselves this morning, it shows class. They've grown, they've come of age, and you will have to continue to give them the opportunity. Again, it's gone over, cover point. They will take 2 comfortable runs there, and it just keeps building from here. This recovery is unbelievable between these two. To think that these two, between them, haven't played as much cricket as we did in our time is very good to behold. I think I'm happy about what I've seen. I did spoke about how Rwanda dominated the first half of the game. The second half depended a lot on what was going to happen to this partnership, and that's what we have seen.
Excellent point. If you were the captain of the Rwandan team, what would you be looking to do? Nigeria seems to be very comfortable with the pace. Would you be bringing back the spin at this point, just to kind of...
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, production team. The man who is scoring those runs, that was Ridwan Abdul Karim growing up. Wow! Thank you, production team. You guys, take a bow. This is the picture of the year. Forward defensive, right from when he was young.
I'll tell you what, Ajidagba, this picture was taken during the VAS Academy. I remember talking to Leke in that academy. We talked about how we're going to bring young stars together, and it said this young star. and it's sweet and interesting to see how he has grown to become what the kind of player he is today. And you know, I had a conversation with Ron Shewe and himself earlier, and I said, look, you have the opportunity right now to do what we never did in our time, but you have what it takes. The next 5 years, you have to dictate. Coming today to come and play these innings that we are seeing today, bringing Nigeria out of this dungeon in front of this home crowd under pressure is what I'm excited about. I would love to see how these boys progress in Namibia.
Very, very good point. And I think he kind of buttresses the importance of development that we've always talked about. You know, we also need to talk about Danladi. Danladi's been fantastic. One of the hardest eaters of the ball that I've seen. I recall there was a game I played with him in the league. I was at covers. When he hit the ball, I just heard this buzzing noise, you know, like the seam was unwinding itself from the ball. You know, very, very hard striker of the ball. And, you know, Danladi comes from Kaduna. And I think it's important to point out that the good developmental job that is being done in Kaduna, especially by Prof, the former
Professor Yaya Adamu
Akwenya, the former president of the Nigerian Cricket Federation, and a King's College old boy, Flores, Prof, if you're listening to us.
And I must say that that development is quite huge. They usually, from time to time, go to Uganda, where they always go and have a training tour. These guys are looking like we want to play out the overs.
Again, they seem to be comfortable with anything that the Rwandan captain throws at them. Again, spin coming back in and wisely taking 3 runs off the first 2 balls.
57 ball space, 65 runs on board. This duo. Emile Rukiriza.
Fantastic recovery led by this partnership.
And Danladi Isaac, 37 runs off 38 balls, 3 fours, no 6, 97.37 strike rate.
Again, another square cut. Two runs, risky single, risky return run, but not a very good throw from Zappi from the boundary. I bet if that throw had been on the stumps, that would have been goodbye to Danladi.
And the goodbye you're talking about is goodbye from the batting crease and go and meet your teammate at the pavilion.
Again, like you said, you've got to take your chances. The game's slowly coming to an end. Again, another, the late overs where you've got to go at it. And we can slowly sense that the body language dropping for the Rwandan team. You know, I haven't started well. Young men are now, you know, looking slightly deflated. I think all credit to the batting of this partnership.
And Shehu, I need you to help me do something to help the world understand the kind of innings Endurance is having here at the commentary position.
I think we would, that's when they say off camera. We'll discuss that off camera.
Let's protect him. He's our guy.
I've been impressed by the Rwandan team. Fantastic professionalism. You know, sometimes I haven't played cricket for a while. When you really know the way a team is set up just by the way they take their warm-ups, the way they approach and the game, the way they come to the ground as a team. You know, they've been very disciplined, supportive of one another. You know, beautiful setup. Rwanda been a role model for cricket development in Africa, I must say. From nothing to something. Almost the center of cricket now in Africa, outside of the test playing nations. Beautiful Ganga Cricket Stadium. Recently added a second pitch. You know, wonderful facility.
Yes, the other pitch is the IPRC, Independent Polytechnic Regional College. Yes, I recall.
They now have 2 pitches, 2 top wicket pitches in Ganga Stadium.
Yeah.
One just as you enter, and then the main bowl I also know the plans to put up the floodlights. They've already gotten those floodlights. It will be interesting to play under those lights, you know, taking cricket to a new level. And I think not just in cricket, just Rwanda as a whole, showing us that it can be done properly in Africa, I guess.
Good running in between the wickets, between this duo who are showing like they want to play out the overs. 16.1 overs gone. Emmanuel Sebareme into his final over. It is 7 for 4 wickets.
Very well played by RWANDA. Just tapping it, fantastic bowling by Emil. Restricting, again, this is the Ganga cricket pitch we talked about. Is it, what is it called? What's Kigali called?
Yeah, the city of 1,000 hills.
And I think that the pavilion depicts that.
Yeah.
I visited Rwanda for the first time last year during the tour with the London Nigerians Cricket Club. And I was quite impressed by the simplicity of the country. You know, how everything is just neat. This is the neatest, Kigali is the neatest city in Africa. Ajidagba.
I've been severally to Rwanda, and the period of COVID that I went to Rwanda, they said they were one of the most compliant when it comes to COVID regulations. During that period, it was really tough for me. Everybody must be maxed up.
Very, very good. I like the way these guys are batting, pushing the ball around. Kelvin just left that particular spot. You know, being aware of the field movements and just turning the bat slightly. That's what we talk about, you know, making sure that the good balls are not dotted. Taking one run off them and putting pressure on the bowling team. Big appeal.
Appeal not granted. Yeah.
That looks a bit too high on the high side. Just pitching slightly short, I would say, and just out of reach for RWANDA sweep shot, attempted sweep shot. Fantastic bowling by Emil.
Yes, Emmanuel Sebareme thinking about it very well. The guy turns the ball very well. Emmanuel Sebareme coming from the Court of Appeal end into the 17th over. Appeal by Didier Indikubumana. He shuffled out to go and play that ball, missed it, but he was lucky to still get back into his crease.
Very slow by the wicketkeeper, I must say. That should have been out. He was just a tad slow in taking the bails off. I'm sure with the benefit of DRS, would have had a second look at that. Unfortunately, that's scheduled for our next. I understand the budget has been approved, endurance, for DRS, and Sam and his team are bringing in the equipment for our next production, for the next West African Trophy.
And of course, this is 89 runs for loss of 4 wickets after 17 overs. Karim Ridwan is on 35 runs from 34 balls. Danladi Isaac is on 42 from 43. Almost identical things. Sometimes they say things are a blessing in disguise. I think it was a blessing in disguise to see the quartet of Ademola Nikoyi, Sheson Adedeji, Sulaiman Rushewe, and Daniel Agiekum all lose their wickets. And to see these guys coming.
Lovely cut shot by Danladi. I think it's time to go big now. The team has got to go big. Go big or go home. 3 more overs. wicket in hand. Lovely recovery. Now it's time to make the most of the recovery. Ooh, unlucky, unlucky, unlucky. Unlucky. That was close to coming back to the stumps.
And that would have been a painful way to be out. Good over there from Emile.
Fantastic bowling by Emile. Fantastic bowling. I think, you know, the two spinners have come back and have done a great job in reducing the pace. Oh, wonderful dolly catch to off Emile to Gully. I think that was bound to happen. The pressure was building. The Rwandan team, the captain has brought back the spinners who have done a fantastic job in pegging back and batsmen down and forcing them to go at it. I think at this point, what's most important is for the young men to use their feet, play around the wicket. You know, this is where the switch hit of Rushaway would have come in extremely handy. Because that would have really put a lot of pressure on the field inside. You wouldn't know how to, you know, you would not be too sure about where to put your field. But again, fantastic. All credit to Emile and his captain for setting that up and bowling to their field.
Good batting there from Danladi Isaac. It's just quite unfortunate that he didn't join the league of those who have scored 50 at this tournament. He would have loved to have that 50. He was just some 6 runs short of 50. But in comes the captain of Government College Ibadan Old Boys Cricket Club, one of the most professional and one of the finest cricket club in Nigeria, to come and partner the young star Ridwan Abdul Karim. The umpires themselves, they are not machines, they are human beings, and they needed water to re-energize and come back bigger, stronger and better. The reason Olumide Akintokun had to bring in water.
Absolutely, projected score of 103. I think I'm expecting more of 120. Considering the wickets in hand. Just 2.2 overs left. Anything is possible. We expect massive sixes in this last 2 overs. But again, give credit to the Rwandan team. Bowled very well, come back strongly. Current run rate of 5.15. This is setting itself up for a very exciting final. What we wished for, what everybody has come to see, and hopefully what we will get at Jidagwa.
Absolutely. In comes the big man that I always sometimes liken to A.B. de Villiers, former player of the South African national team, the Proteas, Isaac Okpe. And he will have a taste of Rukiriza Emile. They need to carry on.
You know, there's always this, I think one of the things I've noticed is that when we get to the last 3 overs, there's always a tendency to want to go big and go big to the long on boundary, long off boundary, mid-wicket boundary. But I think, you know, we have to start looking at the option of going behind the stumps, in this case, and square of the wicket. You know, using your feet, get into the pitch of the ball, because the bowlers have set up a field for that exactly. And you're playing into their hands by wanting to go down that route. Fantastic push.
Can they go for 2
runs? Oh my.
Yes, they do.
Again, we talk about thinking cricket. That is thinking cricket, guys. You know, rather than dotting that very good ball, step into the pitch of the ball, waiting for it to come up to the bat, and just pushing it into the vacant mid-wicket area and getting 2 runs with real one.
93 for 5. 2 more overs to go from where Nigeria was coming from and where they are now. I know some persons will be over the moon. It was looking like a 26 runs in between. But credit must go to the partnership of Danladi Isaac and Ridwan Abdul Karim. Why are they showing endurance of him over and again?
Endurance and the production team need to have some reconciliation meeting.
Mohamed Nadir coming from the Court of Appeal end in this crucial over. Just one. It is Zappy Bimeimana.
Absolutely, Zappy, experienced campaigner. Probably the best of the bowling, best in the bowling lineup for Rwanda. Been very impressed by his bowling.
I think I will go for an Emmanuel Sebareme before I can think of a Zappy. No disrespect to Zappy.
Misfield there, giving the Nigerian team an opportunity to take a single. I think Rwanda will be happy to let the singles go. What they want to stop are the boundaries. That can be dangerous and that can have a negative impact on the chase. There's a mental difference between when you're chasing just below 100 runs and when you're chasing above 100 runs. You know, you have, mentally, it just gets to you in some ways. Again, I think there's that premeditation that you want to go big to the you know, straight square, go straight back to the back of the wicket, going straight to me, long off. I think there has to be other options. This is when I would like to see a real one attempt a few of those trick shots he has. Very well played. Again, field has been set up for exactly just that. One run from that.
I love the fielding of Rwanda, an intelligent fielding. You can see the 4 o'clock group having their party also.
Fantastic shot. Just gonna get one for it. Again, fantastic fielding, fantastic bowling by Nadir. So far, so good. 4 runs off 5 balls in this over. Not what the Nigerian team would want. But clearly would take it if they would have taken this position considering how they started.
You can say that again. Last ball of this over. The penultimate over.
Fantastic shot again, but straight down the throat of wide, long off. And beautiful bowling by Nadir. Just 5 off the over, the penultimate over. I'll take that any day as a captain.
Definitely. And the fielding of Emile Rukiriza is also very amazing. A lot of people have not seen the Isaac that they know. One of the reasons they brought him on is his ability to strike the ball so hard. Else the coach will have thought about a Prosper Hussaini, who sometimes just goes for anything, and when he connects so big. So this over is a very crucial over for Isaac Okpe and of course Ridwan Abdul Karim. And
Zappy coming back into the attack.
Now from the pavilion end. And you can see them.
Do you think this is a tactical error?
Well, it can only be an error until the over has come to an end. But up until now, the captain will say, yes, he has not gotten a wicket. Only 3 players have wickets, Sebareme, Nadir, and Emile. But his pace, he thinks, will trouble Nigeria. They've exhausted most of their spinners.
Zappy bowling the first one into Abdul Karim's pads, real one. Again, young man, haven't batted so well, needs to take it home. Zappy counting on his experience, adjusting mid-off slightly to come straighter. That would indicate to me that he's probably going to keep it just on the off stump. Oh, great shot, but just 1 run for that. Lovely dap. Fly sleep, cutting that out.
Good start from Zappy, knowing that this is the final over. and still keeping things tidy.
Again, 2 runs, I beg your pardon. Real one, pushing Isaac Okpe for that double.
Now we have 3 more balls to go in this over.
Century up, like we typically would say.
101 Dalmatian. 101 for a lot of 5 wickets.
Shots! Is that going to get to the boundary? Oh yeah, not getting there, and 2 runs. I would argue that that's the longest boundary on this pitch. Again, against the wind, Ajidagba.
Yes, very, very long.
If he was batting from the pavilion end, that would be a 6. But the 4 o'clock corner, as we know it, is probably the longest boundary in the TBS pitch, and many have perished trying to clear the 4 o'clock boundary. Fantastic, but is it going to be a 6? Oh no, just on the boundary. As I talked about perishing at the 4 o'clock corner, Isaac's innings comes to an end. Can't blame him for making that decision. That's what the situation required. Again, all credit to Zappi and the Rwandan team. They've been able to peg the Nigerian team back a bit.
And that was lovely catch by Mohamed Nadir.
Exactly. That
just
was
some
that would have been a 6
away.
actually. If it
Just
landed
some-
if
yeah.
the ball pitch landed, it would have been a 6. So
just some
hitting it out
meters
of
away.
boundary. You know, when you play FIFA on PS, the commentators are always saying it's a kaleidoscope of emotions. That's what we've seen today. Nigeria started struggling, bounced back, raised all our hopes. We're looking at 120, but Rwanda have kind of brought it back. And setting this up for what we would call a very interesting game. I do have my thoughts on how the second innings will play out though, but I keep that to myself.
Chiemele Udekwe comes in for what is the last ball of the over.
Run out. Can't blame Rwan for taking that. Just shy of 40. 39 or 40 balls. Fantastic innings by the young man. Great recovery. Considering where the Nigerian team started, I think 103 is what they would take from being 13 for 4, I believe, to finding themselves at 103 for 7 now. Again, big credit to the Rwandan team. Came to the pitch today, changed the tactics, started with the spinners, surprised the batsmen, and bowled a very tidy line.
Now we have come to the end of the first innings. Rwanda need 104 and a quick match summary. Danladi Isaac and Ridwan Abdulkarim, top batters. Danladi 44 runs off 47 balls. Ridwan Abdulkarim 39 runs off 40 balls. And for the bowling for the Rwandans, Emmanuel Sebareme, Mohamed Nadir and Rukuriza Emile were the bowlers who got wickets. Let's see how it pans out in the second innings. They need 104 to win. Will they achieve it? That remains to be seen. There's a battle and a war somewhere. Finale for the West Africa Trophy, proudly sponsored by Dafabet, organized by the Nigerian Cricket Federation. And this is the final game. The first innings has come and gone. Nigeria 103 for 7 in 20 overs. Rwanda need 104 runs in 20 overs. And based on the mathematical calculation, they need 5.2 per over. The opening batters for Rwanda, Ochide Tuizenge and Oscar Manishimwe. And coming from the Court of Appeal end, Chiemelie Udekwe. The intent is clear. The support is enormous for Team Nigeria. Quite understandable, they are the home team. You don't want to give Ochide Tuizenge the opportunity to settle in. A dangerous batter he is. The noise says it all. The fans are behind their team. This was reminiscent at the T20 I Kwibuka Women's Tournament in Rwanda, where all the fans were behind Team Rwanda and they got a victory over Uganda against all the odds. Appeal, loud one from the Court of Appeal, but that appeal fell on deaf ears. Not interested. Habib Amoto Enesi, the umpire from Nigeria, Chiemele Udekwe. Quick! The students from King's College Old Boys, Floret, he would say Shewadeku, and Sarudin are not left out. Finally, he gives a wide ball after 4 balls bowled in the first over. They understand the brief. Nigeria to make it 4-0. They need to win this team. Ochide not seeing those balls. Last ball of the first over. They want to run. Miss chance there. Lovely attempt from Sheson Adedeji. And that brings us to the end of the first over. 2 runs for loss of no wicket. Oscar Mani and Ochide Tuizenge, the opening batters for Rwanda. Highlights of the first over of the second innings. Coming from the pavilion end, have a decent game today. Peter Aho, Nigeria's Guinness World Record holder, and by extension the world record holder in T20I for bowling. His record of October 24, 2021 against Sierra Leone, a Sunday, was a Guinness World Record. 6 wickets for 5 runs in 3.4 overs and 1 maiden. Lovely flick there. Great glance shot. Good start from Ochide. Don't want to give him room. Lovely shot from Ochide. See those youngsters. They are future generation next. The ones that will take over from the current one that we have. Better bowling there from Peter Aho. According to his bowling statistics, to earn him that Guinness World Record, ICC said he has a better bowling figures than Deepak Shah of India and Dinesh Nakrami of Uganda.
Sheil, I must that we get on the screen does not do justice to the speed at which this young man is bowling. I think a lateral view may give some indications when we see where the wicketkeeper is standing, and sometimes because we have that vertical perspective, we're always quick to say, oh, why is the batsman unable to do this? But the balls are coming in at some pace, I must say, Sheil.
And you encapsulated my thoughts. If you see where Sulaiman Rushewe is standing, the wicketkeeper, it gives you a clear view of what is going on.
2 pace merchants for the Nigerian team. Clearly, a lot of batsmen have struggled to handle that pace in this tournament. And to the advantage of Nigeria, I must say. I think, is that advantage going to play out today, Sheil?
I'm waiting to see how it all pans out. They understand the brief. Both teams.
Again, that's just pure pace, Sheil. Batsman having no answer to that pace.
100 runs in 109 balls. But up until this moment, which is 1.5 overs gone in the second innings, just 4 runs conceded as against the 5.2 that is required.
Two overs gone. 5 runs for the loss of no wicket. Current run rate of 2.5, required run rate of 5.5. Maybe not the stats that the Rwandan team will want. Taking advantage of the power play, they've not been able to do that. Again, credit to the bowling. They've been spot on. These guys are quick. And sometimes as viewers, it's very easy for us to say, oh, you should be playing that ball towards this boundary. You know, easier said than done, I would say, Sean. Drop chance. Drop chance by Chimele, cut and bowl chance. But that came towards this boundary. I suspect he was trying to bowl a slower ball.
But again, the effort is quite commendable. I didn't expect him to catch that ball with one hand. If he had done that, I would have just, did a backflip. Even when I know I can't.
Inner edge to fine leg. And dealt with by Peter, or the second pace merchant in the Nigerian team.
Now, Oscar Manishimwe, who has not had a feel of what the bowling of Chemele Udekwe looks like, will now see what it looks like, and he can be able to vary the balls.
Sometimes it can be very difficult to commentate when you're also a spectator.
Absolutely.
The pressure takes the words away from your mouth.
But you always have the right words to use, Shehu.
But I'm playing my own innings here under pressure.
Same here.
Partnering with you, Shehu. We can't afford to lose early wickets.
Not
as
at
we try
all.
to wrap this up.
Yes. Wide ball. More importantly, where our two other peers are not around, we need to bat through the innings and stay in like Danladi Isaac and Ridwan Abdul Karim.
Going down the leg side, fantastic stop by Runshewe there. That would easily have been 4 wide byes. But again, just limiting it to 1 extra run. Udekwe having to bowl that ball again. Will he make it count? No. Well played. Run out chance, not taken.
Good running in
Good
between
running
the
in
wickets.
between the wickets, yeah, I echo your thoughts.
And that was a good risk taken there by the Rwandans. When it's good, we applaud it. If it had turned out to be bad, Oscar Manishimwe will have just gone back to the pavilion and meet other teammates.
I'm an advocate of sliding. I think a slide there by the fielder may have cut out that extra run. You know me, Sheon.
You do that. You do that. You bring that, the aesthetics of fielding. I give it to you.
Beautiful bowling again. Coming in quick. Udekwe, I must say, on good days clocking 145. On average days 140, 135. That's quick.
140, 135 is what you see on the Third Mainland Bridge on Express while driving. Even that's way too much. And that shows the quickness of this young man. Lovely drive.
Good stop there. Good stop by Isaac.
He also got that wicket. But Manishimwe is in.
So far, so good. 5 runs off the over. 1 ball to come. Playing that ball towards this boundary.
Highlights of the third over.
That
How
was
things started. Yeah.
Chance given and not taken.
Sean, was it really a chance?
Yes, it is, Sean. At this level, you have to take those chances.
I'll be surprised if he had caught that ball with one hand.
That's actually the expectation at this level, Sean.
But I think we should applaud him the more for his ability to cut down that solitary run.
I wouldn't agree with you on that, Sean. I had a philosophy when I was fielding. If your hands get to it, then you must take it.
Okay, I will not argue with a Nigerian international.
Woo! Nasty bouncer.
disturb what you're doing.
No, no, no.
All right.
Not too bad.
Endurance of Fame
You guys doing a good job.
doing a fantastic job. But in some few minutes from now, you get to hear a voice, and I'll be asking him one question. Oh, lovely shot. One day.
Fantastic back foot drive. Square of the wicket. Beating a diving point. And gets into the
A
boundary.
voice, and I'll be
Value
asking
for the
him
shot.
one question. You saw what he wanted to do.
Just a bit of wit from Peter. And Machine were taking full advantage of that.
And that was missed by Sheson Adedeji. He wanted to put the body on the line. The intent is clear. The captain of Rwanda tweaking things in terms of the batters that are opening. Usually it's Eric Duzingizimana that opens with Oscar or Chide Tuizenge, but today the captain Didier said, let me tweak things. They say dynamism is the spice of life. Let me bring on Oscar Manishimwe, and the two of them have combined to score 13 runs of 21 balls.
Really positive approach by the Rwandan team. Ochide and Machinwe always just going at it, taking their chances. Not being in an edge. Is that going to get to the boundary? Good stop by Joseph Eshua, limiting that to just 2 runs. Again, positive approach, throwing caution to the wind. Going after it and saying, we've got nothing to lose. This is the most important game. We've got to do everything we have to do to make sure we win it.
Well, I want to slightly disagree a bit. They've got something to lose. That psychological blow that it does to you, that you were 4-0 against a team. We knew what happened to Nigeria in 2018 against Ghana. They don't want a repeat of such.
Again, the approach putting Peter under pressure, trying to bowl a slower one there, just coming out off from his hand and giving the batting team an extra run. Signs of pressure. It's first time we see the two opening bowlers of Nigeria under pressure in this tournament. They're beginning to feel it, and I'm trusting that their experience will come through.
You can say that again.
Oh, fantastic stop. Fantastic fielding by Dan Ladi. Fantastic stop and fantastic fielding. But I think he may have picked up an injury. Yeah, just trying to make that diving stop.
That was great. Attempts. Rwanda taking all the risk.
Oh, fantastic stop.
On your screen are the plaques for officials. Unfortunately, I've not seen any for commentators, but no problem. And those are for officials. But ladies and gentlemen, we are now being joined by one of those who have passion for cricket in Nigeria. Sir Chris Shokoya is joining us at the commentary position. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you and the whole team.
How excited are you seeing Nigeria play on home turf? It's been a long time.
Well, yes, it has been a long time, and I try to watch as often as I can. But what's really excited me is the quality of the display and the turnout that you've given to the ground today and throughout this tournament. It's been really quite impressive and encouraging.
Talking about encouraging, we have been encouraged by the fact that you are a strong member of MCC. MCC is an acronym for Marylebone Cricket Club. Tell us about this great club.
Well, as people know, MCC, Lords Marylebone Cricket Club, is the custodian of the laws of cricket. It's been around for a number of years. Any cricketer knows about it. And it's very prestigious to be a member. I was lucky, due to the schools that I went to in England, that I was able to join at the age of 21. Now, people may find that strange given we have a 27-year waiting list. What the MCC also does have is a means by which individuals, and I really try and encourage as many Nigerians as possible, if they're able to take this route, to join through the plain members route. Now, for the plain members route, you have to be of a standard minor counties or county player. You'll play at least 10 games for them, top games, some schools, some men's, etc., etc. One of my qualifying games was against England under 25s, and if you do well, then you are elected to be a plain member, and then you represent them in games. So I've represented them against Ireland, Portugal, been invited to America, etc., etc., etc. So it's a great place to be, etc., etc. Yeah, it's great.
I will come to you, but we have come to the end of the fourth over. 20 runs for loss of no wicket. Bright start for Rwanda, a team that scored 24 all out in 6.1 overs yesterday. It was a reduced over, but they got it going today, and things are turning out well. Sir Chris, this game, you're watching it, you want to say that for now the pendulum is towards Rwanda, knowing that they have to score 84 runs in 95 balls.
Let's watch this guy ball this ball and then I'll make a comment.
He said he wants to watch Isaac Okpe. Isaac Okpe is the leading wicket taker at this competition.
Okay, I must admit, when I watched the Nigerian innings, it was quite worrying because of the loss of so many wickets in the space of a few overs. But they recovered. As you know, cricket's about partnership, so a very strong partnership brought us back into the game. The issue is now whether through the bowling and fielding we'll be able to restrict Rwanda's batting total.
This is take 4 of this competition, the West Africa Trophy, proudly sponsored by Dafabet, organized by the Nigerian Cricket Federation. On 3 occasions when Nigeria met against Rwanda, they beat them 3 times. But like we have always said, there's a difference between a battle and a war. And we saw a repeat of what we're talking about, or a reminiscent of the battle and the war some hours ago, where Syria alone defeated Ghana by 6 wickets. The same Ghanaians that are beating them on 3 occasions. Will that same scenario play out in today's final, or the Nigerian team will give their fans something to cheer?
I think Isaac is showing his experience. He's not trying to do anything fantastic or clever. He understands at the end of the day Rwanda have to score. And as long as he puts it there, line and length, then let's see what the batsmen can do. Exactly what Shane was saying before. And I think that's what's coming to the fore now. And as long as they keep it like this and keep it tight, then Nigeria has every opportunity to win this game.
Isaac Okpe, a lot is rested upon his shoulders.
Well bowled. Again, the batsman has to try and do something. He's just putting it there line and length. People don't understand sometimes cricket's a very scientific game. And if you think about it, understand what you're doing, and you can control the position of the ball and how you release it, then really you're putting the onus on the other people to try and do something special. And that's not always possible.
4.5 overs gone. 21 runs on board for the loss of no wicket. Manishimwe Oscar, the striker. Ochide Tuizenge, the non-striker. Beautiful over. Let me quickly ask you, Sir Chris.
Yeah?
When you are batting, what number do you love to bat?
Normally I open, which is 1 or 2, but growing up I was 3 and 4. The sense that we were told when we were growing up, 1 and 2 have to be very technical. And the old days, in the days of the red ball, you needed them to countermand the swing and the skill of the opening bowlers, take the shine off. And then you needed your scoring players to come in at 3 and 4. But 3 has a conundrum, because if you lose early wickets, he too has to be very technical and block before he then starts scoring runs. So you normally protect your best batsmen to 3 and 4 and 5. And you see that in the test teams. The guys at 3 and 4 and 5 have the shots, the array of shots. It's the guys in the front, the boycotts, etc., who can hold it down and frustrate the opening bowlers.
I want to ask you one tempting question. There's been one talk about yourself and Musiba Ajayi, where he ran you out. You told him.
No, he ran himself out.
Okay, your call, and he thought it was your call, which meant let's just take one. Okay. But you meant your call.
I'll explain the thinking behind it.
He said he's going to explain, but the captain has decided to slow things down. Okpe Sylvester is coming from the pavilion end.
Concentrate on the ball.
Just one. Okpe Sylvester has to think about this. They need to break this partnership of Ochide and Manishimwe.
Slog sweep.
Just one. Ridwan Abdul Karim couldn't get there. That was far away from him. Ochide is definitely having a better game than what he had yesterday, where he scored about 7 runs and lost his wicket that over. Skies it up to no man's land. They will make comfortable 2 runs. Ridwan Abdul Karim picks the ball. 4 runs they've gotten from 4 balls in this over.
You've got to watch the over rate, because they're still on. Don't forget, they're there and thereabouts, and it can accelerate in the last 4 or 5 overs. Poor ball.
Missed opportunity there. The last ball of the 6th over, and that will bring us to the end of the power play. Skies it up. The 2 partners in the batting crease could not communicate this time around while they were fielding. Danladi Isaac and Ridwan Abdul Karim. Good over from Team Rwanda.
Okay. Yeah, so I need to explain.
Power play.
We were batting and I was facing, but I played the ball behind me, and the rules in batting is yes, no, wait. But if the ball goes behind you as a batsman, it's the batsman at the other end who has to give the call. You're not meant to look back and give the call. So I said to him, your call, but Yoruba Niwa, and in Yoruba, your call is Eyokon. So he thought I said, take 1 run. But Rara, most often play your call. Do we run or don't we run? Because I'm not going to look back. You tell me. And that's how I started running and got run out. Me, so we can't run. You want my call? Oh, they call.
So that's how they started calling you your call.
Yeah. Your call or your call.
Yeah.
It was a funny day. It was the international match, so it wasn't really funny, but still.
Good backup there from Ridwan Abdul Karim to protect the wicket keeper.
I must say I'm so happy that I think, well, premature, but if we win today, we've now resumed our position as the dominant power in West Africa, which to me is very important. And for that, NCF and everybody else involved needs to be congratulated.
Isaac Okwe coming from the Court of Appeal end.
But that's not the end of the story, because really we've had that position for many years, and you've now reclaimed it, which needs to be recognised. But what's important is that we now compete with the other titans in the continent, you know, the Kenya, the Ugandans, the Namibians, etc., such that we get back to the position of representing this continent, Africa, and back on the global stage. And I wish you all the best with that. I think you're going the right way. You're going to have many hiccups, but hopefully you will reach there sooner rather than later. Well stopped.
Good stop.
Well stopped. So, without further ado, I'm going to take my leave. Say thank you very much for inviting me. Impromptu, and I wasn't prepared really, but still, you're doing a great job, and I'm enjoying today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We had fun having you around. Appreciate your presence. Looking really good for Rwanda. 28 for no loss of wickets, 6.3 overs. Enough balls on the board. And I think just no ball. Nothing seems to be going the way of the Nigerian team today. Half chances not falling for them. Catches they would have taken normally not getting to the right spot. But again, this is how they started the batting. Do you expect that a turnaround may come, just like we saw in the batting?
You know, the first thing you need to do in a game of cricket when things are going like this is to first break the partnership. Once you break the partnership, a new batter comes in, and he will first try to settle in and build his innings. Maybe in the process of trying to build his innings, you get his wicket. But these two are really doing what is required. That missed opportunity for that no ball from Manishimwe Oscar, and Isaac Okwe really thinking about it. That was intelligent of him. 30 for loss of no wickets.
Absolutely. Isaac has been the best bowler in the tournament so far. Thinking bowler, experienced bowler. Again, we're beginning to see the impact as they slow down the run rate. So far, so good in this over. 2 runs conceded. 1 off the no ball. Again, very, very brilliant bowling by Isaac. Brought in his brother, the captain, the short mid-wicket, and that almost worked out. Again, half chances not dropping, like I said. Rwanda, all credit to them, approached this game without any form of fear whatsoever. And again, fortune appears to be favoring the brave in this innings.
There's nothing you want to be afraid of. After losing 3, you just go all out and try and have fun. And in the process of having fun, something positive might likely happen. As at this time, for Nigeria, while they were batting, they had already lost 4 wickets. You had to take the brilliance of Danladi Isaac and, of course, Ridwan Abdulkarim to build that innings. And you can see there, for Nigeria, after 7 overs, they scored 6. Rwanda scored 4.
Skyscrapers. A few skyscrapers for Nigeria. 11th over, 14th over, 15th over. So far, so good. 1 skyscraper for the Rwandan team. 10 runs.
And that's the 4th over
of Udokwe. And, of Peter. I beg your pardon. And Rwanda looking pretty on the warm run. Sorry, on the warm graph, just ahead of Nigeria. Nigeria was 24 for 3 at this point, or for 4. I beg your pardon. Rwanda 31 for the loss of no wickets. Again, if I were a betting man, I would say, you know, the game is Rwanda's to lose at this point. Yeah.
Would they go for 2? Ridwan Abdulkarim will not allow.
Rwanda coming from East Africa to challenge for the West African Trophy. We may need to go to the African Union to kind of discuss this.
Lovely shot.
Square drive.
4 runs.
Again, no pressure, no fear. Attacking the bowling. I do have a feeling that, you know, Real One and Dan Ladi may have a big part to play in this game still. Discuss this.
Lovely shot.
You know, when it's your day, it's your day. And it's just one of those things you come to know in cricket. When it's your day, it's your day. And, you know, those two are still going to bowl. And they may just be the ones to turn around the game. But, yeah, all credit to those from 1,000 Hills. They are surmounting the challenge the mountains put before them today. Not too much of a mountain, I must say. 103 runs required in 20 overs. More like a plateau, I would say.
That's a full toss to Ochide.
Scoreboard pressure affecting the Nigerian team, I would say. Works both ways. When you're batting, it affects you. When you have a small, a small total, it does affect you too. And we're beginning to see that. But you know, cricket na biscuit, as we say in Nigeria. So play each ball as it comes, and then you never know. About full credit to the Rwandan team. Attacked. You know when they say they threw the first punch. You know when you go into a fight and you quickly surprise your opponent and you go pow pow. You know, quick jabs. Not like a fight though, but you know, quick jabs. They've given Nigeria a very big one on the jaw, and they are just, you know, they are so comfortable now and attacking and taking the run. So far so good in this over. 8 runs off 4 balls, way ahead of the required run rate of 5.38, and appeared to be coasting home nicely. Oh, big misfield. Pressure getting to the Nigerian team. What we've not seen for 9 days, we're beginning to see it again. That's one of the things you say about a young side. Always a learning opportunity. But Rwanda have really surprised the Nigerian team, and they're batting so well.
You can say that again, Luashiwon Deku. Like I've always said, that there is a difference between a battle and a war. And some persons are saying maybe Nigeria should have tasted a defeat in that round-robin game, and that would have, you know, been that tonic they need to bounce back.
Never a proponent of that, but I do understand where the school of thought may be coming from. I think you have to always look to win every game, and then when you lose, you learn in defeat. But too early to be talking about defeat. Way too early. 8 overs gone, 40 runs on the scoreboard. We asked for a fantastic game of cricket today, and that's exactly what we're getting. Rwanda saying, you know what, guys, we've not come all the way from East Africa to joke with you guys. We want to...
Kanda Joshua Asia coming from the Court of Appeal end. Can he be that tonic Nigeria needs? Joshua Asia into the ninth over, but more importantly, the first of his overs, and you can say that first of many to come.
Fantastic wicket, breakthrough required. Batsman taking a bit longer than required to take his leave. I'm sure the umpires will have a thing or two to say about that.
Did the play will say it all?
Looking at the replay now on your screens, not sure whether that's an LB or a cut behind. And that looks more like an LB decision. But is it pitching outside leg stump? You never know. Again, it's a very tricky one, I would say. Leg spinners getting LBW. is always
Again,
very
the
tough one to
replay.
give.
Let's see it again. Oh. You saw where he hit.
Waiting on confirmation on whether that's given out as LBW or caught behind. Either ways, Nigerian team would not care much about that. Happy that they've been able to break the partnership. Rwanda may feel like maybe they were outdone by, but you never know. Still in all in their favor and all to play for today.
It was given as an LBW.
Confirmation coming in that that's an LBW. You have to give someone else. Inner edge, just missing the stumps. Joshua has come in as the tormentor in chief. Something about leg spinners. Invest everything. And that's exactly what Joshua is doing now. Investing the momentum.
He's bowling from the Court of Appeal. He is appealing, but umpire Abib Amoto Enesi is unconcerned. One more ball, and we will have come to the end of
Again,
safe place.
this is one of those days when nothing just seems to drop. And that's why it's cricket. Cricket is life, you know.
Nine overs gone, 43 runs for loss of 1 wicket. And just one more will have come to the end of
Dan Ladi coming into the attack. Skip, the captain, taking himself off, having conceded about 9 runs in his last over. Never easy to take yourself off as a bowling captain. Never easy.
and you
All
can see,
bowlers believe that they will take the next ball. They will get a wicket in the next ball.
and shown from the pavilion, the students, the fans, they are all shouting Dan Ladi, Dan Ladi, and I'm sure Dan Ladi will want to impress them.
Absolutely. Good stop by Ajekum. Ajekum is your typical West African. Lives in Nigeria. A bit of his heritage is from Ghana. Representing both in his mind, but wearing the colors of Nigeria.
Father,
Like one of our popular producers here would say, he's a Ganjerian.
and that's Rixin Tete.
I wonder how many Ganjerians we have playing cricket in both countries.
Well, I know that of Rixin Tete and Agekum. If the wickets are not coming, they need to get those dot balls.
Absolutely. Sheon, big secret. I have a dual citizenship. You never guess which 2 regions I represent.
Nigeria and UK.
I represent Oyo State and Lagos State.
Sebareme is still missing those balls. What you do to people, they will do to you, especially when it comes to the game of cricket. When he bowled very well. Now he's batting. Opportunity!
Run out chance. Run out chance. Umpire calling back the batsman because they didn't cross.
See the fans.
Again, pressure cooking. Like my friend would say, pressure burst pipe. Shehu, have you ever heard of that saying in endurance? Pressure burst pipe.
Pressure definitely will bust the pipe. And the umpires, the eagle eye umpires, see the fans. Yes, so. Yes, so. This jubilant mood. See them. So excited.
Again, that run out on the books, on the scorebook, is just going to read out as run out, but it is due to the pressure from the dot balls bowled by Danladi. The random batsman really trying to meet up with the required run rate and then forcing a no run there, a suicidal run. Credit to the captain who kept his composure. Many fielders would have attempted a direct hit and probably result in an extra run, but kept his composure, flicked the ball underarm to Danladi, who knocked off the Bills.
After 10 overs, Seun Odeku, 44 runs for loss of 2 wickets. Joshua Sia will be coming from the Court of Appeal end, and the returning will be Tamuno John.
Thank you, Sharon, for bringing me back to the box. It's exciting, yeah, lovely game. The dynamics of the game and the pressure has kept everybody on their toes. We are all looking forward to see an exciting game, and it's on at the moment. I'm happy to be here with you.
Again, Tamuno, if you were the captain of the Nigerian team, what would you be doing right now? Anything different?
Anyway, I was actually thinking before this over, the over that Danladi bowled, I was actually thinking to bring up Radio 1 on that side to give them 2 leg spin, because I found out that they try to push Asher off the leg spin, and they are trying to play against the spin. So knowing that Danladi bowls are more of off spin, I think I will just stick to the leg spin and see how it goes for some few overs, then alternate also, bring him in, bring him out, and that's how I'm going to go about it.
Very good point. And now it's a run a ball required. And run rate slowly climbing. Rwanda still, it's theirs to lose at this point.
If you look at the total, they actually required 6 runs per over. They are going at 4 runs per over. They will need 58 to win. They will need 58 runs to win off 56 balls.
TJ, I never am happy when it's just 6 runs per over. So easy to get. You're talking of just one boundary.
In a low total game
off
like
6
this,
balls.
Shem, I really agree with you. In a low total game like this, you definitely want to give it to the batting side, because they could take up the bowling attack, and especially when you have wicket at hand.
Oh, fantastic bowling by Joshua Ashua again. Joshua Ashua.
But again, Shem, look at what we are going through now. And the Nigerian side have actually beat every country on this particular tournament back and front, and not just once, not just twice. You know, and look at the finals, see what is happening. Just like what we see between the Ghana and Sierra Leone, it's also playing in the Nigerian side now, between Nigeria and Rwanda. I just don't know, why is it like this? Why must they stand up at this point in time?
It's the beauty of the game we play. Cricket is live. Umpire NSC declaring 1-run shot. A bit of urgency all around. Batsman not getting to the crease before turning around. Just goes to show that the pressure is affecting everyone.
57 of 54 balls. I mean, I don't even know the side to choose.
For the first time, required run rate exceeding total amount of balls. Not what the Rwandan team will want to see, considering that they've laid a solid foundation. Slight wobble in the 10th over.
Very well bowled, Danladi.
Very well bowled again by Danladi.
Not giving the Batstars space to actually cut the ball through the dips and all stuff like that. Brilliant bowling.
Absolutely.
And let's see how much more of that is going to bowl. It's got 5 balls to come. They're coming for 2 for that one. Oh my God.
Risky single, double. But Emmanuel sending back Muhammad Nadil.
I mean, the fans are just enjoying the kind of cricket they are watching, and that's what we look to see at finals of an event, you know. The pressure, the antecedents and all that, this is just lovely.
Absolutely. Excitement all around the ground. I think this is what we want to see.
I tell you.
Can you imagine if yesterday's game had been the final? It would have probably been an anticlimax, I would say.
Oh my God.
So coming here today, Rwandan team putting us under pressure as Nigerians. Again, fantastic game of cricket I love to see.
It is, it is.
Stump! Missed stump chance.
Pressure still cooking.
Pressure cooking. Pressure cooking. Mistakes.
Let's take a look at that one again.
Nigerian team have not made throughout this tournament. Again, pressure bust pipe.
Wow.
Missed.
That's trapped.
Chance. Big appeal.
Just still cooking.
Turn down. Pressure cooking.
Lovely. I love the game. I love the
By
way.
umpire Kende Olabiwanu.
I love the way the game is swinging from the batting side to the fielding side, you know. That's a lot of pressure and that is a lot of fun, you know, and excitement. It's good to see that both teams are fighting.
Is this going to get to the boundary?
That was a
Looks
full
that way.
That was a full delivery and a loose
And
one.
it does. Wide for not what you want. Having bowled so good. Tarnishes that over.
Oh.
Takes the pressure off the Rwandan team.
I mean, after bowling so well and so tidily.
But these things happen.
So painful, Sharon. Trust me,
That's what I say, that when you do the things, when you do the normal things right, a lot will go your way. Rwanda have certainly done a lot well today. Bowled well.
Yeah.
Been positive in the batting.
We can't take that off them anyway. We just always want to give kudos to the good side all the time, you know. It's always good to see good cricket. That's just what I talk about.
Absolutely. Mohamed not waiting around. I like very busy in the crease. Not going to get bogged down by the pressure. Saying I'm going to play my game. And fantastic bowling by Danladi.
In a pressure game like this, I just kept thinking of what could be going through the mind of the captain, you know, overseeing the pitch and seeing the game and also his own particular play, how he's synergized in between. You know, there's a lot captains does that we don't really see.
Big replay of that ball. Woo! Missed stumped chance. And just a quick replay of that over 4 wide byes. Again, if I could come back and start my cricket career all over again, Tamno? Would you rather be a left-handed batsman or a right-handed
It
batsman?
doesn't matter, Shehu. Really, I've never seen so much credit on both sides. It depends on how you apply yourself, you know. And I've not really. I can't say I would love to be a left hand or a right hand. You know, we have some left hand batters who have not actually done well in their career, you know. So I don't want to pick. Would that be taken by Daniel? Yes.
Taken by Daniel.
Daniel Ajeku.
Big catch. Emmanuel.
You know.
Not getting a hold of that. Again, pressure, burst pipe, as I would say.
So it's Asha Joshua who has come in and actually gave us 2 wickets in his 2 previous over, in his last over and this over. I mean, that's what we want to see. You know, I remember telling you that if I happen to be the captain of the side, I would definitely bring 2 leggies on both ends, because I find that they struggle and they try to play against the spin. And you said something about the leg spin, which is very unique, and that's what I talk about.
Absolutely. Leg spin just makes everything look, you know, you are used to. It's just an unusual ball, I would say, coming from your blind spot most times against the natural flow of most cricket strokes.
Yeah, and it's not tempting to play.
Yeah, and then, you know, when we say technique, one of the biggest defects in technique is that the right hand comes into play.
Very well.
Against the leg spin, that becomes a major issue.
It
because
is.
You know, that right hand is pushing against the spin.
It is.
And then forces you into all sorts of technical errors. Again, trying to sweep against the spin, never a recommended shot.
Playing against the leg spin is very dangerous. We all know that. And in a situation like this, when you really want to get yourself in, you know, to meet up with a target per over, I don't think you really want to do that.
Hamza Khan comes in. Another dangerous batsman. But 1 run, Joshua dropping his shot, half tracker.
A very good batsman, Azam Khan. It's been about on the batting chart for the tournament so far. But no, I think it's number 4 on the batting and statistics. So it should not be estimated and should not be given that freedom to exercise his power.
Absolutely. This is the partnership the Rwandan team would want to take them home. Very strong batsmen. Both of them, the Rwandan team will want them to take them home. And the Nigerian team will be looking to break this partnership.
Of course.
Put for the pressure. But these 2 guys, they can eat it.
But you know, Shehu, throughout the tournament, it has been the Nigerian team dominating all through. And sometimes it seems so boring when you already know or you can decide who the game is going to favor. But this particular game, you know, at the finals is something you can't say Nigeria have it now or the one that have it now. We're all waiting. We're just enjoying the moment and, you know, hope that the best team win anyway.
Absolutely. Onikoyi Ademola having to use his football skills there to stop the ball. For those who don't know, Onikoyi is a goalkeeper. He plays football, fantastic footballer.
Wow.
And
that's the last ball of the over, and it's end of over. It's end of the 13th over. It's 55 for the loss of 3 wickets.
Just 2 runs coming from that over and a wicket. Fantastic over, I would say, for Nigeria. Not the best for Rwanda. Again, a replay of the wicket of Emmanuel. Oh no, that was a replay of the last ball.
49 of 42 balls to come. Currently, they are doing 4 per over. They will need 7. I think the Nigerian side are beginning to dominate gradually. We don't know what they are, but then let's just see and enjoy what comes our way.
Absolutely spot on, CJ. Run rate climbing slowly. Not what the Rwandan team would want to see. Daddy coming again. Hamza sweeping that against the spin.
And actually, that's Mohamed.
Sorry, Mohamed Nadir.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Mohamed is saying, you know what? I'm going to play with freedom today. And I like that. I'm always one, I'm an advocate of that.
Yeah.
There is no fear when there's proper preparation.
Oh, good push by Hamza now.
Yeah.
Down the short mid-wicket area for just one run. Good one. It's one of the wicket and the Nigerian side should look forward to take Hamza Khan. Very dangerous batsman, looks calm, but then he could play all round with his wicket.
Absolutely. Again, there are two ways to get the wicket. You outsmart them with your bowling, or you let the scoreboard do the work for you.
But in a general, I just like the way the pressure is going on, and I like the fact that both teams are fighting, and the hand has been raised, and that is LBW. You know what the pressure does to any side, and that's what we're seeing exceptionally. This is just awesome,
Fantastic bowling. The ball before this, flighted the ball. This was a quicker one, TJ.
Oh my God.
Darting it in.
I mean, Danladi.
And Nadil did not get down quick enough to address the quicker one. Again, quick replay of the quicker ball. Danladi's quicker balls, haven't faced him, they can be quite fast.
Good bowling sense, I think so. It's good to see bowlers actually bowl variation. He brought that one quick in there, trapping the batter in front of him, and that's an LBW. The umpire didn't actually waste time in giving that one out, and that's what decisions are like that in finals. No need to hold back. Two more balls to come from Dalande Isaac. The man was done well with the bat and actually also doing good with the ball.
Today is Danlade's day, I have to say. But will it be Nigeria's day? Will it be Rwanda's day?
Anyway, Shehu, you know that bragging right. It's always nice to host the first maiden edition of every tournament and definitely win such, So the fans are happy. They are waiting for us to just call this over in favor of the Nigerian side, We're still looking forward to this. I'm a Nigerian and just like you are, but then I just want the best team to win. Underneath, I think I want Nigeria to win.
Well, Tamino, every Nigerian wants Nigeria to win. Every Rwanda wants Rwanda to win. As commentators, as far as we're holding this mic, we become United Nations.
I tell you, man. So you can
we have to be neutral.
Yeah, definitely. We try to be neutral as we can, just for the sake of our job and professionalism, But underneath, just like I say, underneath, underneath us, we actually know what we do and what we want, But we just try to synergize and let it just flow with the game,
Eric comes in, another dangerous batsman.
Daladi has 2 more balls to bowl in this over. 47 runs at 38 balls. This is awesome, Shehu.
Absolutely. Eric, very dangerous. If the ball gets to him, he goes at it.
The Rwanda side are very disciplined when it comes to fielding, and they're batting, they're well organized. They are more of a bowling side, but then they could actually do something with the bat. If you allow them go, they will definitely get it off you. But that's why you see them anytime they win the toss, they want to put you into bat and restrict you and then come at you. That's what they do all the time.
Again, beautiful over by Danladi. Just 3 coming from it. Run rate slowly creeping towards 8 per over, 7.46.
So that's the cup to win and the first of its kind in a West African trophy in Nigeria. We can't take it away from Dafabet, who has been the sponsor of this tournament so far. We love them. We say thank you to them.
Very, very spot on. And who will be lifting this trophy today? Is it the man in blue? From the city of 1,000 hills?
Oh my God.
Or the men in green,
so interestingly,
who play in their home ground in the center of excellence.
So interestingly, we actually visited the Rwanda when we were preparing to go for the ICC Under-19 World Cup preparation and tournament, in Dar es Salaam. A lovely city, well organized, And one of the things that caught me really was just the speed of cars. You're so limited not to move too fast in that city. And you keep asking yourself that, What is happening? It takes a lot of patience and perseverance, to know that you're not in your country and you just need to cool it down.
I have to say that.
I'm sure you had same or similar experience when you get there.
Telling you,
first time.
coming from Lagos, where the average speed
Where we have the Fast and Furious.
is 100 kilometers per hour. I struggled in Kigali.
Oh my God, Cheryl, Kigali, my God, a city with 1,000 hills. Indeed, it is.
Oh yes, it was the driving.
Because the city
I think that's something they need to relook.
Because the city is hilly, you don't move fast. You just have to take it easy. So you have a lot to do with timing. A good catch by Joseph Ashwa. A ball and cut situation. I mean, he has been the man who has actually bring this change to the Nigerian side. And I told you, Shehu, I said I will bowl 2 leg spinners from both ends. But the captain has his own opinion anyway.
Absolutely. Cut and bowled by Joshua. Big turn Joshua is getting on the pitch.
I mean, the young man from the under-19 team has actually paid his way down to the senior national team and is doing well with the ball, and you can see by excellence. He has not been played for the first 7 games, He's thrown into the 8th game, and he did so well, although he didn't have the chance to bat. And that young man can actually bat, He can really bat. Now he's doing so well at the finals. He's got 3 wickets so far. Asha is on fire.
Absolutely. Credit to the coach and the captain. Never easy to drop a bowler who's been bowling well, and that's Mr. What's his name?
What is that?
The hat-trick taker.
Oh, Mohammed,
yeah.
Taiwo,
the
never
lefty. Easy to drop Mohammed Taiwo. And then just replacing him with Joshua in the side.
It's just amazing.
That seems to be reaping benefits.
An amazing decision. Trust me.
Again, beautiful pictures of the beautiful city of Lagos State.
Oh, wonderful
where
view,
we
man.
call home. They say you cannot afford to be dull in Lagos.
Oh man, it's such a lovely view,
If nobody teaches you, Lagos will teach you.
I tell you.
It's a city where it's alive 24 hours a day.
Shows Lagos is the only city that you get into and you see the welcoming sign saying this is Lagos.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't understand how you welcome a visitor into your state and you're just telling him this is Lagos. That whatever you're going to see, just take it. This is Lagos.
Lagos.
We always have other states like welcome to Abuja, welcome to Delta State, but this is Lagos. Can you imagine? I don't know. Maybe you have something to say about that show. I don't understand.
Honestly,
what is actually driving that motto?
I think we need to ask the former governor, His Excellency Governor Akinwumi Amade. We need to ask him.
Okay, we'll go.
I think one thing is very clear.
Yeah.
Lagos is not for the faint-hearted.
Oh yeah.
Lagos is a tough city to live in.
You're right.
It's also a city that never sleeps. It reminds me of New York.
You're right.
Where if you work hard, you would you get your rewards.
Okay.
Lagos is a city where there's so many opportunities.
The city never sleeps. Finally,
city never sleeps.
Is the end of the 15th over. It's 59 runs for the loss of 5 wickets. Nigeria still thriving. It's 9 runs required per over. Currently, Rwanda is going at 4.
Absolutely. I think for the first time, I would say that Nigeria is slightly ahead, evenly poised.
Oh,
both teams.
I beg your pardon, Sharon. It's 3 runs they are going out at the moment, and that's a lot of danger.
Absolutely. 3.9, which is almost 4. Required run eaching up to 9. Not what the Rwandan team we want to see. Tamuno, talking about Lagos, I was privileged to go to Mumbai in 2011.
Oh, really?
To work.
Oh, great.
And I tell you, the traffic in Mumbai is worse than Lagos.
Well, we never actually faced that because I actually visited Mumbai, I think by July this year. We did 20 days in Mumbai, India, in preparing the under-19 team for the qualifiers for the ICC in Tanzania. We didn't actually go out. We actually went to the remote area where the institution is being placed, so we didn't see much. But if you say there's much older, well, I'll give it to you. I mean, India is well populated.
Trust me, the traffic is crazy in Mumbai.
I mean, the population of India alone is scary. Trust me, about 3 point something billion people in that nation. My God.
And you know one interesting thing, every time people used to use their horn, it's always so noisy. And all the trailers had this sign at the back, say, "On, okay, please."
But they have a lovely airport, though. I love the fact that they.
And I asked some of my colleagues then that why did they say "on, okay, please"? And they told me that if there's an accident and the policeman comes, the first question he will ask is, "Did you on?"
Did you say please and okay? I mean, so exciting.
But interesting.
Yeah.
Pressure building.
You're right.
Turning out to be a fantastic cricket
Everyone
game.
is back into the attack, Shell. Yeah. 2 leg spinners from both ends. Danladi has been taken off the attack so far. He's bowled that particular ball short and no answer yet. And I think the decision by the captain in bringing Ridwan is awesome so far.
Absolutely. A cool, beautiful ball, lovely flight. You know, rushing onto Didier. Came on quickly to him than he expected.
I mean, 2 runs of this over so far, 2 dot balls, 3 dot balls now, 1 ball to come. Ridwan has come in with a dynamics and a flavor. He is doing his thing very, very well. The young man is also well experienced. You can't take it up from him. He did so excellently well with the bat, and right now with the ball is performing.
Young man has a wonderful googly.
Oh, come on.
That is just gone through. Is he going to get to the boundary? Oh, lovely stop by
the captain.
Yeah. And just limiting that to 2 runs. 4 runs from that over. Way short of the 10 required now. And this is on your screens. You can see Ayo. This is what we call Ayo.
Traditional masquerade from the Lagos State, from Lagos Island here.
Yes.
Ayo Festival. There used to be a festival called the Ayo Festival in Lagos.
There still is.
Interestingly, I know you see them with the stick they call Okpambata, in this part of the country,
You're more of a Lagosian than I am.
Lovely hats and stuff like that. It's good to see.
A lot to see in Lagos. One thing I always appreciate about Lagos is that there's never a dull moment.
Yes, the city never sleeps, Cheryl. It does never.
It does frustrate you at times.
Sometimes we used to hear a lot of jokes, Cheryl, from the eastern part and the southern part that if you don't know what you do, just take a trip to Lagos. Spend like 3 months. You will come back and you'll be more better.
Lagos, my Lagos.
There's just also say there's this Yoruba adage I say a cold bagberry.
Yes.
Yeah. It doesn't take nonsense. That's what it means literally.
Lagos does not take nonsense. That's what it means. Lagos, and that is very. I don't think there's a more succinct way of describing Lagos. Lagos does not take nonsense.
The big man is coming back again from the quarter pill end. Isaac Okpe, the man who has the most wicket in this tournament. Also an all-rounder, but he has not done much with the bat so far in this tournament, but I can tell you, he has done amazingly well with the ball. Isaac Okpe, you can't take it off from him. The man spent a month in Uganda playing the top league over there.
Absolutely top wicket taker in the tournament so far, Isaac Okpe. Is this another one? Just short again, trying to go for the second run, but fantastic throw from his brother Sylvester Okpe, the captain of the Nigerian team.
Sharon, at this moment, Rwanda is going at 3 runs per over. They will need 10 runs per over if they must win this game. Nigerian side has begun to get the bragging right, confidence, and whatever they are striving on has been working so far. Strategy from the captain and the good composure by the team has worked so far, and I want to give it up to them. Although it's not over, Sharon.
Absolutely.
But it's looking like it is going to be over.
Still game can go anybody's way.
One expensive over can actually put a turn on this game. We've seen it happen in so many matches in this particular tournament.
10 runs is chicken change in T20.
So sorry, let me make a correction on that. It's now 11 runs per over.
Absolutely, Terminal. This is the 17th over. And the interesting thing is this: as the overs tickle down, the run rates, to my mind, doesn't change much because anything can happen. Every ball changes the run rate.
39 runs off 20 balls. I think is still open, Sean. One expensive over, then with a couple of 3 boundaries of 4, then this game is back to the side of Rwanda.
Absolutely. Bowling the 17th over, I'm sure the captain may want Isaac to come back and bowl.
Top edge there.
Again, as we've spoken, top edge going for 4 runs.
Okay, 4 runs down the fine leg area from Azam
6
Khan.
runs in the over. Rwanda is still on course for what I would say, I wouldn't want to call it an upset. Just a win to claim the maiden edition of the Dafabet West Africa.
If I happen to be the captain of the side, trust me, I actually won't bring in a pace bowler right now because I know the batters will be looking forward to use the pace of the ball to get to the boundary easily. So I'll definitely maintain a shot.
Is that a chance? But dropped.
Oh my God. Run out chance also. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
Run out chance.
It's gone.
It's gone.
I know. The man that we look for.
Dropped catch.
The man.
And run out.
The man that the Nigerian side look for, Azam Khan. The batter who has been a bit quiet and building his innings is finally out. His innings has come to an end.
He can't believe it. He can't believe it. Captain.
Oh, very lovely pickup by Indokwe Chimele. Very lovely throw down there. You can see the strength, the energy, and how Rusanwe did that clean run out from back of the stump, and that's awesome. Nigeria is beginning to keep striving like they are doing. One more ball in this over. Oh,
that's the over.
As an over, that was the ball that got the wicket, right? They run out. Oh,
well, they took 1 run in that over, bringing the total to 7, TJ.
All right, it's still not bad. They've actually moved from 3 runs per over to 4 runs per over. They need 11 still to get there per over.
11 is easy. 11 in 3, 33. 5 runs. Very easy to do, TJ.
17 overs gone right now. 69 runs for the loss of 5 wickets. Nigerian team has beginning to see the end of this tournament, but it's not over until it's over.
Absolutely, TJ. Absolutely. But it's always a good sign when you reduce the wickets in hand. Puts more pressure on the batting side. Rwanda will be asking themselves, how did we get to this position? Haven't started very well, but like I said, it's a game of twists and turns, like we saw with the beginning of the batting first innings. Nigeria,
wow,
getting a lot of people's heart pumping.
I mean, I just love
getting a lot of people.
I love the pressure. I love what is happening right now. I just do love it. So
calling on to their different gods.
Oh my God.
But thankfully, Rwanda and Danladi resurrected us, gave us something to defend and fight for. Now, again, the opening pair of Rwanda started very well, 40 for no loss.
Wow.
But it's been a different story. 6 wickets for the loss of 30 so far. Not what you want to see.
Carrying back to attack from the pavilion end. But the batter's looking for that one, couldn't get it, and it's expected the umpire will give a wide for that one.
Absolutely. You shouldn't, as a batsman, be signaling, suggesting that ball is wide.
Is that a catch? Yes. Oh,
dropped again.
A drop catch by Sylvester, by Isaac Okwe.
Very unlike Isaac.
I mean.
But pressure, post pipe again.
That's what pressure does anyway.
Pressure.
We've seen good fielders in the world drop catches, in World Cup and all stuff like that. We don't want to actually say or write him off badly. The game can actually push you to do 1 or 2 mistakes.
Again, 1 run. 4th ball bowled, 1 run taken, 3 runs taken so far in this over. 1 drop chance. Could have been 72 for 7. But 73 for 6 now. Still way short of the required run rate. Bold!
That's a lovely weekend. That's a lovely weekend. It's so nice to see these guys do what they know how to do best. I wonder why will you be playing across when you really need to just go in on top of the bowler, for a good one.
To be very fair to Kelvin, I've never seen him bat any other way. He goes after the ball. He's always looking to hit the ball.
Slowly.
3 for 7 now.
Slowly, guys.
2 runs, the cost of that dropped catch. Do you think the Nigerian team will be saying, oh, we dodged the bullet there?
31 off 11, I think they will say that. You know, the man with the big size, and you expect that if he has a very proper connection with the ball, it will definitely clear the fence.
Absolutely. Victory tilting towards the yellow greens now. Just, moving away from the blues of Rwanda. Again, the warm chart shows it. Rwanda started off very well, but they say it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Yeah, sure. It's cricket, and it's no other. It's like no other sport. It has its own dynamics, and it's a game of ball and bat. It changes by ball and it changes by strikes. So you can't really write cricket off. Even at this moment, we still can't say the Nigerian team can win this game.
You're very correct, TJ. All it takes
you can see the
is for someone to thump 2 sixes, and we are back to where we started.
Redwan carrying both his last ball, being played down to the deep extra covers area. 1 run there. Peter Hall quickly got that ball and returned it back.
Tamno, would you have gone for that?
Well, I would have done that because that's just my own difference between other fielders I've seen so far in my days of playing. I don't give up when running. I don't stop. I just keep going till I make a perfect attempt and hope for the best.
I say the young man made a good choice. At this point, your wickets, like I tell people, T20 is about runs, not wickets. And therefore, if I'm to make a decision about, considering runs or taking wickets, I would always, go for the runs, because you can keep all your wickets, but if you don't score the runs I want you to score.
Yes.
So an attempted dive there could have resulted in a misfield and a possible 4 runs, and not what Nigeria will want.
Well, I'm sure you're right, but considering where that ball actually dropped, I know that it will take a while because it's actually dipping into just around the 30 years, after the 30 years
but
area.
it would have been a screamer, Tamino.
Well, we can't write it off totally, but that's what it is anyway. It is 15 runs required per over. Rwanda is doing 7 runs at the moment. 18 overs gone, 74 runs on board at the loss of 7 wickets.
Isaac Okpe bowling the penultimate over.
It's always the person that you want to go to, a bowler you always want to go to when you have a difficult time at the middle.
Absolutely. What do you think you should be looking at? Where do you want it to be at least 25 runs needed?
You can see Isaac Okpe, well-experienced bowler. He has taken the pace of the ball. Just make sure that he's not going too wide away from the batter, bowling to the off-stump side and wanting the batter to use the face of the bat to push it down. That's what he's doing exactly.
Interestingly, Tamino, with every ball, the run rate just climbs. 17 runs now required for the over. Interesting and exciting game that we wished and hoped for.
Very well played, but as the man plays there.
This reminds me of the Nigerian team last 2 overs where they were batting to, playing all sorts of fantastic shots, but going directly to the field.
I mean,
you've got to go and clear the fence at this point.
It's so good when you see bowlers bowl to their field, and you see batters actually had more power but couldn't just beat the field and also beat the boundary. It's Isaac bowling his 4th ball from the cut uphill end.
Beautiful slower ball.
You see, I told you about this man, Isaac Okpe, well-experienced man. A lot of techniques and ideas run through his mind when he bowls. Sometimes you want to call him a batter who is bowling.
Not what Martin would had in mind.
Oh my God. 2 more balls from this over. He has considered 2 runs so far, 2 dot balls bowled from him.
You've got to leave it all on the field, TJ. You don't want to go home asking yourself, what if? Again, another lower ball. I think that last ball probably sealed the game, in my own opinion.
He has actually taken the
pace. It sealed the game
in
Nigeria's favour.
He has taken the pace.
Required run rate now, 24 runs.
I mean, He has taken the pace of that ball completely, and you can see how fast the batters are swinging their bat. Martins, who just got in, is really struggling to get the ball, to get the bat at the ball. And Isaac understood him so well. So what he does, run in so fast and delay the ball. See, and that looks like a catch.
Again, making the wise decision of stopping the boundary as opposed to attempting the catch. At this point, let them take the singles. The captain will be telling himself. Again, 27 runs required in the last over. Anything is possible mathematically. This is possible.
Shehu.
TJ.
Shehu.
I recall you and I.
Shehu, trust me, if you tell me anything is possible, I want to just tell you that that's a big lie and a big joke.
TJ.
Do you know who's going to bowl that over?
TJ, recall when you and I I was at coaching clinic in the stadium.
Yeah.
Where we considered a lot of runs and you and I walked into the center. And, you know, it looked like an impossible feat.
Yeah, it is.
And you and I just tore the bowlers apart.
Man, anyway, for that one, I definitely will tell you.
So nothing is
the rate
impossible.
we're going that time, no bowler could come close to us. We're actually playing the ball from the ground to the main ball. And that's a lot. That's a real. But look at the man bowling the ball.
The faster the better. I like it
just
quicker.
A good connection is gone. But I wonder again, if the spinners are doing well, why do you actually want to bring in a pace bowler at the last over? Knowing that the batters are going to look forward to throw the bat at every ball, which, they have about 3 wickets at hand, thereabout, you know.
Well, let's see, TJ. Dekwe about to answer your question.
Certainly no ideas. Certainly no ideas. Martins just actually run away from the off stump.
He was trying to flick that over 45 on the leg side to the fine leg boundary.
Okay.
But Dekwe followed him.
Very well bowled. First ball by
Very well bowled
in this over. 5 more balls to come. Martins must just Hamza Khan and Martins must understand that Ibokwe will bowl 5 balls to either of them.
Absolutely. Endurance is back. Pressure gone down a bit. White ball by Dekwe.
Oh my gosh.
26 runs, 25 runs needed of 5 balls.
It's exciting.
Anything is possible.
Lovely game, Shehu, yeah. Lovely atmosphere. You can see the pavilion, everybody is actually excited. And, you know, we at the Combox also, we just want to keep enjoying what we're saying, you know.
Rwanda will be saying to themselves, we missed the chance today. But it may just be the kind of match they need. These two will be facing themselves in a month's time in Namibia.
You're right, Shehu. You're right, Shehu.
They'll take a lot of positives from this game.
I mean,
saying, you know what? Yeah, we can give the Nigerian team a run for their money. Again, at this point, not mathematically possible again.
It's okay. Just allow them to take the single. It doesn't matter.
25 runs, 24 runs in 3 balls.
I mean, Shehu, it takes, even if you go 6 runs per over, you still won't get there.
Required run rate of 48 per over.
So it's a safe area, Shehu. Trust me. At this moment, the captain need not to tell or give any advice to the bowlers. They should just bowl the ball. Don't even need the ball to the block or just allow the batter play and, you know.
Fantastic. Again.
Yeah.
Too quick for Martin. I think at this point, you can begin to inscribe the Nigerian name on the trophy.
I tell you, you know, and that's what happens at the Champions League also when they actually see that it has gone that way when you're taking about 4 goals lead in front and it's about a minute to go. You really don't want to waste time than inscribing names to.
But all credit to the Rwandan team, they've given us a fantastic game.
Man,
fantastic game of cricket. Got people's heart pumping.
I really must commend them.
Nigeria under pressure.
Shehu, I really must.
6. Lovely hook shot.
Well played, yeah.
6 runs. Still possible.
Well played, very well played, yeah.
Required run rate of 72. Cricket got
very well played.
18 runs required off the last ball. We all know that's mathematically impossible.
The first 3 games of the Rwandan side, they actually struggled and they were complaining that it was really humid for them. But they've adapted over time and they've actually did their best to get to the finals. And it's
very
nice
valid point. It's humid in Lagos. If you're not used to the weather, it surprises you. Fantastic way to finish the game. Fantastic way to finish the innings. Bold.
That was a gunshot.
TJ, you have to say Nigeria deserved winners of this tournament. TJ?
Oh, well, we actually deserve this one, Shewa. I will not lie to you. They showed superiority from the first game to the last game. Even when they scored low totals, you could see how they actually approached it and defend. So this is what we want to see for a Nigerian side who is going to play the ICC qualifier in Windhoek. This is not really what we expected from them, but it's also a starting point.
Absolutely. Nigeria, 100% win rate. Rwanda giving them a run for their money today, but just falling short. But I think what you cannot say is you cannot question the effort, the dedication, the professionalism, and of the Rwandan team. They've done a great job. Today was an exciting final.
It was, trust me.
And I think a good test.
Well, let's not take this away. We have to say a very big thank you to the sponsor, Dafabet, who has brought the maiden edition of this tournament to Nigeria. We are proudly happy to host the first maiden edition of Dafabet West African Trophy in Nigeria. And also being the winner is also something we say is good.
Absolutely, absolutely. Teams shaking hands, exchanging pleasantries. And we wrap up now as we go into the post-match presentations. It's been a wonderful experience sharing the mic with all my colleagues, and we look forward to the next tournament.
No, move my camera now. They don't move to this. I'm catching these people now. They are not trying to say. Okay. Leave it. You have to do. Move.
A sparkling man joining the cricket circle presented by their CEO, Mr. Uzoma Dozie, major promoter of cricket in Ghana Cricket Association and President and the Chairman of ACA, Mr. Kwame Asare. The President of Sierra Leone Cricket is here. And the time we have to do this, the formal 15 minutes, so it's not time for making too many